Welcome everybody to the Thanksgiving watch along Thursday Night Football. I am your host G Stack George, and I'm joined. Alex, I should have known when it was a good game that you would be in today. Alex Moretto, director of content at the Hammer. You also see him on the Hammer Daily with the Edge Work Overtime. How are you, my friend?
Good. Cash the Joe Burrow plays. Moretto shows up. SGP tonight. I know there was some Burrow doesn't play. I don't show up money there too, but those all void because Burrow's playing. So
I also parlayed it with Cowboys win. Moretto shows up next Thursday, Buffalo, Detroit. So I went all out. I did a super parlay here. I'm pumped to be here, man. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are American, happy Thanksgiving from your friends at the Hammer. Even though us Canadians have already celebrated, I don't want to call it the real Thanksgiving. I don't want to start off on that tone, but honestly, I've always enjoyed the American Thanksgiving more.
Yeah, if you're Canadian, happy American Thanksgiving to you as well. I mean,
yeah,
we get a nice treat on this day with the full slate of football.
It's kind of felt like a holiday around the office, Hammer Daily. We did do a banging Thanksgiving extravaganza, and Alex, we're on a heater. That program, like a lot of the bets have come in already.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what happens. You guys took plays from Fezzik, and now you guys are winning bets because of it. So congratulations. You guys just ripped them right off, man. I was a dark day for the Hammer.
Fez doesn't steal any of my plays, and I'm a little offended. I gave out Baltimore -7, -110, and that thing is pushing 7.5, 8. I even see a 9 in market right now. That's what I'm going to be sweating. I'm on Baltimore. I'll say Baltimore -7. That's what I'm on. Tons of friends in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Nada Fonzanoon, John Vreshitz, Nathan Jacobson, Marcus Erickson, P. Mert, Brian. How are you guys? Alex, I can't complain. This has probably been the best day of Thanksgiving football in a long time.
Yeah, normally you have like bad teams, bad games. A lot of games like you're gonna watch because it's the NFL, but you don't really care to. Like this was like good day of football, and like the games have delivered too. Like it was like going into it, you were excited for the games, and the games have actually have delivered. I gotta say, as a Vikings fan, it's still like painful to see the Packers win. I don't know. I hate the Packers way more than I hate the Lions. The Lions have just been that innocent, irrelevant team for so long that you don't have that same hate for them, right? So like when the Packers are doing well and doing good things, it pains me. But I know we talked about it in the Forward Progress group. After the Amon-Ra injury, there were a lot of nice opportunities to get on some live numbers on the Packers. So that helped me avoid being miserable today. The money helps, but also, fuck the Packers. Do not like that team, and I hope they meet their demise sooner than later in the playoffs.
I'm going to get your Jordan Love takes later because I want to kind of do a tier list of quarterbacks because I like to think I'm higher on Jordan Love than a lot of people, especially the Forward Progress channel. We're kind of split on it, so I kind of want to get your opinions. And listen, we'll get into all the games, but interesting day. Amon-Ra St. Brown looks like he's going to miss a couple weeks with an ankle. That's going to be problematic for a team that's already got O-line issues and frankly just doesn't look right offensively. And as of late, their defense has kind of sputtered. The more interesting thing is like Dallas. Can you guys hear me? Are you not hearing me? I've gotten a couple complaints about my mic.
I can hear you. I wonder if I can help edit mic settings. Can you check to see if your mic, if you go to like your settings thing at the bottom there and see where see if you have go to audio and see if
I've boosted the right mic. I've boosted the gain. What does that sound better now?
It sounded fine kind of to me the whole time. I don't know. The chat seems to disagree.
Maybe I'm popping in and out.
Go settings, audio, and then when it says mic at the top, what mic do you have selected?
I'm plugged in through my mixer here.
Yeah.
I think maybe they're fucking with me. I don't know. Maybe
now you're loud now. You're loud now to me.
Okay, I gotta drop the boost. I got a question for you, Alex. Dallas Cowboys. Are we gonna see that team in the playoffs? Because it's starting to feel like it.
I hope so. I'm not like one of those like I know a lot of people hate on the Cowboys because they get all the media attention. Like my dad grew up in an era. Like my dad's of the kind who hates the Cowboys. Like they grew up where like the Cowboys this, Cowboys that. It was all about the Cowboys all the time, the dynasties. So like I think there's a lot of that generation that kind of like resents them. I didn't have to deal with that. The Cowboys have never been that good in my lifetime. I like seeing the Cowboys good. I hope they make the playoffs. In spite of Rob being a Cowboys fan. Although, if the Cowboys make the playoffs, they're going to find a way to lose in spectacular fashion, and that will also be kind of hilarious. So I'm here for it. I don't know. How about you?
I am too. I've turned my fan down. I guess I'm gonna have to sweat for the audience. Maybe the fan is what's making the audio sound off. Listen, I was on record about a month ago. I started to think that this Cowboys team is gonna make a little run, and I think their defense is a bit underappreciated. And it's kind of starting to feel like that. But truly, their offense is just taking off. Pickens looks good. Listen, we'll talk about that game. We'll talk about the other games, but we got a ton of bets. And I know, we got a later start time, 8:20. Before we do, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsor, FanDuel. Turkey, touchdowns, and your choice of rewards. That's how FanDuel does Thanksgiving. Today's packed with football, and FanDuel's letting you play it your way. Go big with a profit boost. Get a second chance with a no-sweat bet, or get a little backup with a bet back token. Maybe talk about what kind of bettor you are. Are you the bold one always chasing the big parlay? Is that who you are, Alex? That feels like a Jason thing. Are you a careful strategist who plays it smart with a no sweat bet? Whatever fits your game, the choice is yours. 3 games today. We got one left, one full plate of football. I do not miss not having to eat turkey. All day long, FanDuel's giving you the power to choose your reward and your own game. Head to FanDuel.com/forwardprogress to make your choice. FanDuel, play your game. Alex, let's get into it. We do have an SGP cooked up by myself. I know this is normally the Rob specialty, but Alex, I don't know if you saw last week's stream. I killed it, so now my confidence is a little too high.
Yeah, you got the ego.
Now I'm
stroke the ego a little bit.
Yeah, now I got now I'm on a heater, right? I'm on a 1-game win streak. Actually, you know what? I didn't really like a lot of the anytime touchdown prices. I was kind of looking to attack Cincinnati's defense. Not being able to cover the linebackers, and Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely have been steamed into oblivion. But I'm still going to look at for 0.1 units. I like Charlie Kolar plus 1,000, 10-1. He gets looks. He plays. He's a blocking tight end, technically third, but he's always in on the goal line chances, and all it takes is like one play action. And Lamar might be hesitant to run on a rollout and might find Charlie Kolar. So that's the direction I'm looking. I want to know you guys, if you guys like anytime touchdowns, what props are you guys on? Drop them in the chat because I'm very, very curious to hear. Alex, what kind of angles are you playing? You got some individual bets you like.
Yeah, I do. I got look, Lamar has obviously not been running as much. He's not been the most healthy. He battled a hamstring injury, a little bit of a toe injury. There's been a lot of talk about the sacks he's taking, about the lack of mobility, maybe lack of him using his legs. I think he's healthier now. You see him moving better. I saw him moving better towards the end of last week. I think this is a good defense for him to kind of shut everyone up. I think we're going to see a lot more of Lamar using his legs tonight. I have Lamar over 25.5 rushing yards, which is a very low number for Lamar, and over 5.5 carries as well, which also could be aided by the potential, kneel downs in a game where we expect Baltimore to be winning as well here. But I'm on over 25.5 Lamar rush yards and over 5.5 carries. One other bet over at FanDuel, I played the under on Derrick Henry rush yards. I think this could be look, it's just a really high number. Obviously, Henry's the king, King Henry, but I think this is a spot where Lamar is going to be able to move the ball. They can basically move the ball how they want on this defense, I think. They'll be able to work in Keaton Mitchell, keep Henry a little bit more fresh, work in their other backs, get Lamar, moving the ball through the air, just kind of get the offense back into a rhythm as opposed to just relying on Henry. So I don't think we're going to need to see as much Henry in this game, especially if the game starts to get a little bit out of hand. So I'm going to Henry under 90.5 rushing yards. And then I've got I feel even better about Lamar overs now because we got on the other side here. So
I want to know who are you fading? Are you fading Fezzik's team or are you fading Fluff's team? Because they both aligned on it.
I mean, it's like I want to fade both of them. So it's just like it's a perfect storm to be able to get them both on the same side. I mean, this is like generational wealth opportunity to be able to fade both Fez and Flup. Flup of the 9 straight losses on the Best Bet show and Fez of the 100 units lost on the year. So really just the perfect storm here. So yeah, Lamar, that's the real handicap. Forget the injuries, forget all the other stuff. The real handicap, we're fading Flup, we're fading Fez. Lamar over 25.5 and Lamar over 5.5 carries.
Okay. I am going to be on a couple bets here. I'm going to play a couple angles. I think the Ravens are going to be in control in this game. So I think Cincinnati's going to have to revert to some passing. I want, and I think it's at plus money right now at FanDuel, I want Chase Brown over 3.5 receptions. What is that, Alex? I want it in for 0.75 units.
Here. I'm just tracking these things. Chase Brown receptions, we have plus 106.
Yeah, 3.5 receptions.
Half a unit?
No, 0.75 units.
0.75. Okay, got it.
I also like, so I talked about on the Thanksgiving stream how nobody is worse against tight ends than Cincinnati. They give up 78 yards a game to tight ends. The next closest team's like 62 yards. There's a clear gap. I want Isaiah Likely over 26.5 receiving yards, minus 112. Best price in market, or at least one of the best. FanDuel has a really, really good price on Isaiah Likely. I know the Mark Andrews stuff steam, but I also think Isaiah Likely is going to get some looks there.
1 unit on that as well.
Yeah, 1 unit on that. I think it's minus 112 over there.
Yep. I want
and then for the SG
after this, keep going. But yeah, keep going. But then
I saw what he gave out. Yeah, we'll add that as a bonus. Before I get to the SGP, do us a favor, smash the like button. It helps us out in the algorithm. I know, listen, if you're in, it means you're taking some time away from your family. I appreciate spending that time with us. We've got some fun guests coming up. Hit the like button. If you're watching on Twitter, hop over to YouTube, jump in the comments. Before I give the SGP out, Hitman also might be buying into this Baltimore blowout script because he doesn't like Chase Brown rushing. He thinks maybe he's not going to get as many carries. Let's get into the SGP, though. I'm going to build on the premise of Baltimore blowing them out. I want Baltimore minus 16.5 on the alternate spread.
Let me get this going here because I was building out another SGP. Before you get into that SGP, what do you think of this SGP? Because I like Likely under receptions. He's a big play guy, though, so I have no interest in yards. So what do we think about Likely over yards, under receptions, 7-1? I think that's our secondary SGP for tonight.
Beautiful. Alex locks in Isaiah Likely over receiving yards, under receptions. For me, all right.
So Ravens minus 16.5, you said?
Yeah, and let me just, for Prasoon, we have Chase Brown over 3.5 receptions, Isaiah Likely over 26.5 receiving yards, Charlie Kolar plus 1,000 anytime touchdown. We have Derrick Henry under 90.5 rushing yards, Lamar over 25.5 rushing yards, and over 5.5 carries. So Alex, Baltimore minus 16.5.
Yep.
Chase Brown plus 5 receptions, so 5+ receptions. And I want Keaton Mitchell 40+ rushing yards.
Okay. Get this set up here, and then we can bring this up on screen. 5+ receptions. All right. Here we go.
What does that pay? I think when I was building it,
28 to 1. Yeah.
28 to 1. It's always a bad sign when it moves against what you built it at initially, but we'll take it plus 28, 22. Alex, I'm going to try to get on the right mic. Apparently, I'm getting some messages that I'm not on the right mic.
You sound good to me. I don't know. It's weird.
I think so too, but listen, we're getting some complaints, so I'm gonna try to adjust that. Tell me though, Alex, what did you do today? Is Thanksgiving? Is there any rituals still, or is it a different ball game now that you're older?
It's definitely a little bit different. I gotta say, it's a little. I used to be start drinking a little bit earlier. Back when there was less responsibilities. Maybe less work responsibilities, less life responsibilities. Now it was I'm still watching football all day, but I missed the end of the Packers game. I missed that final drive because you got to go pick up the kid from school. Then you got to bring him back. And then, he's running around. We're doing some potty training stuff right now. So I'm not as dialed into the start of the Chiefs game. But then my wife got home. I said, that's it. I'm tapping out. I walked away. I went to my dungeon, and I've been watching football ever since. So I had a bit of a disruption for a little while there where I had to unplug. Not something I would have dreamed of doing, maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 5 years ago even. But it's all right. I persevered, and we're being rewarded with hopefully I don't want to say a good game because we want it to be a bit of a blowout and win some money on this one, but like hopefully a profitable game tonight.
Yeah, I don't want to sweat this. How does my mic sound? Am I on
Yeah, oh yeah, it sounds different now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're on a good mic. Listen, I love this steam that's coming in on Baltimore right now. I want to blow it. I'm pretty heavily invested in Baltimore. Are you guys on anything? Is anybody still in any survivors? Are you sweating anything in Survivor, Alex? Did you guys take Baltimore or any of the teams?
No.
Or are you not one of those things?
I'm trying to decide between Chargers or Seahawks this weekend. That's where I'm kind of at right now.
Oh, you have both those options?
I have both options, yeah. Man, the entry that I have left is a bit of a YOLO entry for me too, which is funny because like I lost my other ones, and at one point I had a kind of a fuck this pick where I picked the Saints one week when they were playing the Giants because I was pissed off because the Rams had lost on the Thursday, and I was like, you know what, I just want to like get creative here, and anyways it paid off. I also took the Browns in that entry, so like I've got a lot of teams left here, so I'm sitting kind of pretty, so I'm trying to map out best path forward here. But yeah, I think I'm really torn between the Chargers and the Seahawks this week.
So I hate giving advice in Survivor. Like I never want to be the guy who changes someone's mind, but I think there's a clear option for you. We got Red Tees is on Baltimore. Good luck to you, my friend. Huckleberry Finn says, I want Ravens in Survivor. I don't know if that means that you want them to win or you wish you had them available.
I think he meant probably I went Ravens in Survivor.
Oh, I went. That's it. I like it. All right. We'll be cheering for you guys. Also, my personal bet. I'm pumped. We're doing one of these tomorrow as well. Watch along in studio. Mm-hmm. Rob hosting. I'll be there. Takes by Jay's going to be there. We might even get Mr. Feinberg, maybe Jacob the Giant. We don't know. All we know is we're going to fill out the chairs tomorrow.
It's going to be a good game, hopefully, too. Although you're going to, God bless you, having to sit around and listen to Jason talk about Caleb Williams. Hopefully Caleb has just a disaster class and you can just rip on him the whole time.
No. Here's the thing. I'm likely going to be on the Bears, so it's going to be like music to my ears. I just be like, serenade me, Jason, with your Caleb Williams love.
It's there's no such thing as music to your ears when Jason is glazing Caleb. I think I would even rather lose money than have to listen to that and put up with that for the whole time.
I will say this. I think of all the Hammer creators, I think I am the second highest on Caleb. Now I'm rational. There's like political extremes where there's like us people who are rational, who can decide on an issue by issue basis, and then there's people who are like extreme in both directions. Jason's an extremist on Caleb Williams, and then there's like the extremist Caleb absolutely sucks, and then I'm like more in like the rational middle, and yet I think I'm higher than most people. I think he does some things really well, just not consistent yet. Probably why I'm also higher.
He paints his nails really well.
This is probably the Jordan Love thing, right? Like where I like see the really, really good, and I ignore the inconsistency of the bad.
Yeah, I know that was the debate we were having today in the Forward Progress chat was like, look at that throw. Jordan Love's best is elite. And my thing was like, yeah, sure. But like a lot of guys, their best throws are elite. What makes a guy actually elite though is the ability to reach that level on a pretty consistent basis. And I don't think Love has proven at any point that he is able to do that. So to me, he's a bit of a jag. He's kind of lumped in with, a big group of quarterbacks who are fine, good at times, not necessarily able to elevate their teams though. And I think that's where I have Love.
Tommy boy, I don't think we're gonna have the play clock, but we'll be keeping you guys synced up. I want us all to enjoy the game together. NC, Tommy 95. He wants Cincy. He's cheering for some chaos.
Jason apparently declared his American citizenship today, so he wasn't able to work for American Thanksgiving. Apparently, I didn't know that was a thing up here. But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm producing. I'm co-hosting and producing tonight. I'm not technically savvy enough, nor do I have the hands to kind of make that play clock happen.
He even requested holiday pay too. It's kind of wild. Simone Hunter says we aren't going to listen to a Vikes Habs fan, right? He says he doesn't value your opinion on quarterback play.
We weren't until he brought it up. Now we might have to.
If you're just joining us, the SGP, we have Baltimore minus 16.5. We have Chase Brown over 5 receptions and Keaton Mitchell over 40 rushing yards at about 28-1. We're playing the Baltimore blowout angle. Cincinnati starting with the ball. Connor, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Sad Casey backer. Connor, we've been telling you about those Cowboys for a few weeks now, my friend. I think it's time to come over to the dark side. They're playing next Thursday Night Football watch along. I want to see you with some sort of Cowboys ticket.
I want to get synced up here for kickoff.
Yeah, well, we'll do it on like the second down probably.
They just kicked off for me, so I'm guessing I'm behind you again, significantly.
No, I'm right now. I got Burrow running on the field. Connor's on Ravens minus 6.5. Getting word that we can't do the scoreboard unless we're in studio. It's one of those. It depends on the program we use.
Got it.
Nikki Noodles. Nikki Noodles is one of the senior members of the Stack Pack.
The Stack Pack.
Yeah. I got my own crew here.
Oh boy.
You have the Edgers.
I'm hearing it. The Stack Pack. Yeah, I got the Edgers.
All
no
right.
hockey tonight. NHL has no interest in going head to head with the NFL, which honestly I appreciate that awareness.
So, just had the first down. So I'm on second down right now, Alex. They're showing a replay.
I'm not yet. So I'll tell you what the play clock is, and then we'll get our first guest of the night in here after that. They're showing Burrow right now.
Yeah, and so I'll start counting in the countdown. Second down, if you guys want to sync up. We are at 21 on the play clock. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. How far ahead am I of you?
You're 5 seconds ahead of me.
Okay, so what we'll do is I'll get you to count down on the next play, and then I'll pause and then wait for you. I'll take that Chase Brown reception. Let's fucking go, baby. One out the gate. All right, so I'm going to pause Alex on 32. You just tell me when you're on 32 on the play clock.
35, 34, 33, 32.
Beautiful.
All right, shall we bring Ian in here?
Yeah, absolutely. Joining us to start off our first guest in the first quarter, senior editor at Sports Illustrated Now and Sports Illustrated Betting, host of the Bacon Bets podcast, Ian McMillan. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for having me on. George, it's nice to meet you. I don't think we've been on a stream at the same time, so it's nice to finally meet you, my friend. Yeah.
No, we've never timed it. Like you're always walking out the door as I'm coming in, right, or vice versa, and finally we get on at the same time. How was your Thanksgiving? I know, are you one of those Canadians who looks more forward to the American Thanksgiving?
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm back in Toronto now, but I lived in New York for 3.5-ish years. So I was kind of synced up with American Thanksgiving there for a number of years. Mm-hmm. I do think it belongs. Okay, I think Canadian Thanksgiving in October is a little too early, but I think American Thanksgiving is a little too late. I think the best time for Thanksgiving would be like November 14th, like the second weekend of November. I think is the best time.
I like that.
This is a little too late. We're getting a little close to Christmas. October is maybe a little bit early, so I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah, it's too cold outside too. Like we're getting dumped on with some snow. Like it doesn't need to be. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit more fall weather.
Yeah,
and you got to rush to like get your Christmas lights up because you can't get them up before Thanksgiving, right? You have to. It's in Canada we can do it after Remembrance Day,
right?
We honor our vets, but Americans can't do it until after Thanksgiving,
right? Yeah,
is that the thing? It's after Remember. I thought it was always an after Halloween situation.
No.
Respect the troops.
Yeah, well, I respect them. I respect them, but like I didn't know that
no lights. I didn't know after Remembrance Day or Veterans Day. I think it's called in the States.
Yeah, fair enough.
Man, you respect the
I didn't
troops in
know.
the
I didn't
McMillan
know the
household.
troops
I
hated
don't know about the
Christmas, man.
Moreno household.
I've been wearing a poppy for my whole life. I just didn't know that I didn't know there was a correlation between
I
troops
better
and
not
Christmas.
drive by your place next year and see lights up on November 8th. I'll be pissed.
No, lights went up about like 4 days ago in my household.
All right.
So
Did you have to do them solo, or did you like loop a neighbor in to help you or something?
No, solo. I'm pure solo. I mean, I could have gotten help, but like I don't.
Do you use a ladder, or do you like you're 6'11"? Do you just stand and?
I use a ladder. I have a bit of an irrational fear of heights though, so I'm like trying to do it on the lower parts of the house more so, like on the porch and like on the trees out front. And so I'm like 3 or 4 steps up on the ladder as opposed to like top of the ladder. Let's get the eaves troughs. I'm not going all out like that. Like I'm not killing myself for some Christmas lights.
Ian, you want to sync up with us?
I was there in the waiting room. I was synced up with you, G-Stack. I'm now. I don't know if I can pause my stream though, so I might just be 5 seconds ahead of you guys. So I'll just try not to spoil anything. Yeah, no, it's not too far off.
Ian, I'm thinking of betting on your team this week. Are you one of those fans who are capable of like betting on or against your team?
I bet against my teams all the time. Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't want to hear that either, Ian. Like I want to know that you're rational enough to be able to because when you're really down in your team, it's easy to bet against them. But when you're really up on your team, then all of a sudden you're finding bets on your team. Are you a rational person? That's what I'm asking.
I would say when it comes to betting on their games, I'm pretty unbiased. I'm on the Falcons this week as well. I mean, I think there are some tiers in the NFL, and I don't think the Falcons belong in the Jets tier. Like the Jets are bad. The Falcons, some close losses, some bad performances, but I don't think they should be. Where are they still 2.5-point favorites? Like, give us a little bit more respect than that against the Jets. Like we're talking. I know Drake London probably not going to play again this weekend. I don't think Kirk Cousins in.
Yeah,
it's not great. But we're talking with the Jets. Jets, man.
I think Bijan could have a game.
Yeah, I think it should be. I think it should be 3. So I'm assuming it's still 2. I haven't looked today, but I'm assuming it's still 2.5.
It's a little juiced 2.5. I was thinking of giving it out, and then on the best bet show, Suma was on the Jets, and I said, I don't know that I want to fight with Suma.
Well, that made me feel bad about my Bengals bet. I'm on the Bengals here tonight. But George, I saw you're big on the Ravens, so that I heard that from you earlier.
What number did you get, Ian? Plus 6.5 or what?
No. I got it. I bet it early in the week, so I get the 7.5.
So you don't love when you see like game day money coming in?
No, because it closed at 8.5, didn't it? Did it get up to 8.5?
Yeah, there was a place with 9. A sharp book closed 9.
Not great.
All right, big 3rd and 7
drive though.
Yeah, they're moving the ball well.
Yeah. Ian's already probably seen 3rd and 7.
It just finished. Yeah, I'm only a few seconds.
All right, so I think we're synced up then. We're pretty much there.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah. So, were you excited for the Falcons coming into the season? Like, where was your head at? And like, what's the roller coaster that you've been on here? Because they've had a very up and down season, and now it's just like obviously just been into a free fall in the last.
My expectations for the Falcons this season was to make the playoffs. I felt missing the playoffs was going to be a failure. Playoffs still kind of alive, if I'm being honest, a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe a tiny bit. I mean, listen, Falcons win this weekend, Panthers and Bucks both lose. We're 1 game back. We got the Seahawks, we got the Rams. Like we obviously a massive uphill battle, but they're probably not going to make the playoffs. My expectations heading into the season were to make the playoffs. I would have liked to see a little bit more from Michael Penix. That injury where he's going to be out like until the start of next season is devastating for his development, I think, which really I would have rather just lose every game the rest of the year and him remain healthy would have been a better outcome in my opinion. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed, but I don't even think they've been playing that bad. I think their coaches are not good. I think you got to get rid of Raheem Morris. I think Zach Robinson has not been good. Like he's extremely predictable. The pistol is so annoying. I remember the first year I played college football, we ran the pistol and we didn't win a single game. Like the pistol is just not a good offensive formation to run 95% of the time. But he's married to it for some reason. So I think they got a clean house with the coaching staff at this point. But this is overall been a pretty disappointing season. But I'll say this about the Falcons, and we're going to hear this narrative a lot in the rest of the season when the Falcons end up with a bottom 10 record, is that they shouldn't have traded away their first round pick. The goal of what we did to trade the first round pick, like we achieved that. Like we have a pass rush for like the first time in my entire life being a Falcons fan. Like we have a pass rush. Like the two rookie guys we have, I've been very good.
Yeah.
So like it's like we kind of mission accomplished with that trade. It's gonna kind of suck where like we could have had a top 10 pick. But it's not like it's not like James Pierce who we got from that pick. It's not like he's been a bust this year. So like I still think it was the right trade. It was just everything else failed around that trade.
So are you team keep your GM or are you team he's got to go? Because it's not just that trade. It's the Cousins signing. It's the Penix drafting.
Yeah.
It's the combo of everything, right?
Great question. I would say I could be convinced either side with the GM. Terry Fontenot, is that how you pronounce his last name? I could. I'm certainly not on like we definitely have to fire him. So I could be convinced if I hear like convincing argument on either side. I'm all in. So I definitely coaching staff. I'm not as quick to fire GMs as I am to fire coaches. So. No, I still kind of. I mean, he's made some good moves.
You guys are in that precarious position that you guys are both like you haven't seen enough to fully evaluate your quarterback, even though you're probably leaning towards he's not the guy.
Oh, I'm leaning towards he is the guy.
Oh,
I like Penix. I think he does a lot of the things that I think are very difficult for young quarterbacks. I think he does well. I think the only thing he hasn't done well is that his accuracy is just not good. He just misses some open receivers at times, but he shows pocket poise, which is huge for young quarterbacks. A lot of pocket awareness. He showed up in big.
I don't know if you can call him young though.
That's true. Early in his NFL career, I guess we would call him. Maybe not young. Early in his NFL career. He has some accuracy issues, but I think accuracy is kind of the one trait that if a young. Once again, not young. Early in his NFL
you
career.
can say young. I just had to throw a little shade. That's all.
Yeah, it's the one area where I think a quarterback could fix. I mean, Josh Allen was very inaccurate his first couple of years in the league. Like, it's not to compare him to Josh Allen, but it is to me kind of the one trait that with time and practice and development you can fix. The kind of things like pocket poise, being clutch in big moments. He's shown that to me that he can be that. So I'm still in on Penix. The injury sucks though, because now he's not going to be able to like throw in the offseason.
I just want to throw something at Ian for 1 second here, because Ian, sorry, George, but Ian brought up a number of things early on this season. Now I just want to throw it back on him. Poise in big moments, the ability to make nice throws, has to learn some of the mechanics and get some things right. But sounds a lot like JJ McCarthy, who you dragged through the mud a little bit early on. Crazy. I mean, there's been flashes. The clutch.
30-second timeout. 30-second timeout. I actually don't even have much of an issue with JJ McCarthy as a quarterback. He's been terrible. But my issue is not with him. My issue is with Vikings fans who came into I've never seen a fan base be more arrogantly confident about their young quarterback who's never played a regular season snap before in my life. It's crazy. And because
you have to understand what Vikings fans have been through. It's just hope, man. Right. It doesn't come from a place of arrogance. It comes from a place of just desperate hope.
It's very arrogant hope.
I don't know what Vikings fans you were seeing.
Hold on. Let me be the referee here, the scene referee. We're watching two amazing quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow cook. And we're having a mid-off about JJ McCarthy and Michael Penix. I will say, you said something that I picked up on, Ian. I hate what Josh Allen has done to the quarterback evaluation process, because he is, without a doubt, the outlier exception to the rule. Inaccurate college quarterback, slow to start off in his career, hits a different year 3 or 4. Yeah. And every optimistic fan or organization has used that as like the example. It's the reason why Anthony Richardson went 4th overall, because we all had Josh Allen goggles of like the potential.
Sure.
I think he's ruined how we evaluate.
He's probably extended a lot of quarterback careers by like a season. That's a completely fair point. But Penix hasn't been bad. I don't think you can say Penix isn't bad. Not to bring this back, but he hasn't been bad. If he was bad, then I'd be off. But he's had good games. He's had some, not so great games, but give him another year.
You have to. So does Minnesota. Although
Yeah,
Minnesota might have
100%.
to get might have to get a veteran in there to compete with him a little. And I don't know if that's Mac Jones or if that's something else.
Well, it's definitely not Daniel Jones, who I've seen like some talk about. I don't think that makes any sense to go ahead and pay him now at like borderline peak value that he's going to be at this summer. I think that I'm all for them. If you get another high, I see this isn't the right draft for it, but what my ideal thing is, and I talked about this on Hammer Daily on the Edgework segment, but my ideal situation for them is, yeah, bring in like a middling veteran who, you can fault like someone slightly like better than Wentz, but like someone who will push a little bit and you have as a fallback. But ideally, you run JJ all year next year. If he fails again, then so be it. He fails. At least and you're going to get another high pick, and you can use that high pick then to just draft another quarterback. I hate the cycle we've been in Minnesota where like you're just kind of constantly going back to like you draft a guy, he doesn't pan out. Let's try out like 3 or 4 veterans for the next several years. Yeah, that's a nice run for
Lamar run. That's
for
good
our rush yards over.
You guys took rush yards over. Interesting.
Yeah,
I was looking
yeah.
at rush yards under because of obviously the injury and some recent performance.
Yeah,
That's a good sign for the health of that leg.
Everyone was on like the Lamar unders, Fez, Flup.
That's basically why I bet it, Ian, and just wanted to fade Fez and Flup.
Yeah, I saw the number came down, so I didn't end up betting it, but I was looking at it. Oh, and there. Oh, yeah.
Let's not go for Henry unders.
Yeah, we'll fucking take that, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the Ravens are gonna have some fun tonight. Ian, I don't know, man. First I said talk me into Atlanta bet, and all your analysis after that make me think this guy's not a rational Atlanta fan. I'm very worried.
I don't blame you. I mean, the Falcons haven't. I don't think they've won as a favorite yet this year. And I think you just keep doing the trend of just betting on them when they're underdogs and betting against them when they're favorites.
I think you guys in Arizona are better than your record or your perception.
I think the Falcons are better in the record for sure.
I think Cardinals too. People forget the Cardinals had like 4 losses by like a combined 8 points in the beginning of the year. Just a little bit of hard luck.
Yeah, and the Falcons lost by missed extra point against the Patriots, lost in overtime to the Colts, 2 like very good playoff potential number 1 seed teams.
Should have won the Bucks against the Bucks.
Should have beat the Bucks in week 1, beat the Bills. Like it's not like they're like getting their butts kicked every week. So
do you have a favorite bet this Sunday?
Getting all blurry here.
I got Brown 6.5 early in the week. That's down to what 4.5 now. So I guess that's
no. I want you to look at the board. Give me a current price, and I also want to hear from the audience. Is there anything on the board current price that you like right now? And maybe we can group think something here.
I want to see one from Simone Hunter in the chat. The king of shit talking who never posts his own opinions.
Can I propose something crazy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd prefer it.
Yeah, you've been so sane so far. So
let's keep the insanity going. I think the Titans beat the Jaguars this week.
I would love to see that.
I hate the Jaguars. I hate Trevor Lawrence. I just like it's the Breaking Bad meme, in my opinion. Like he can't keep getting away with this. He sucks, and the Jaguars continue to win games. So I don't know. The Titans kind of showed me something last week.
You're also talking to the like president of the Cam Ward fan club in G-Stack over here.
Yeah. He's got nothing around, but like I kind of like Cam Ward. I think he's actually kind of having a solid season.
I like it. All right, Ian. Alex, we'll say goodbye to you at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, take it easy. You guys can do the stream.
Keep the points. Give me Titans money line. I'm staying away from the Jaguars and Survivor. My whole Survivor strategy this week is staying away from the Jaguars. And
tell me.
So who's the pick?
So I'm in a pool that it's a 2-team week. So I got to take 2 teams, which is tough. Okay. Which is tough. Very tough. It's Joe Ostrowski's pool. You guys know Joe Ostrowski?
Yeah.
1,700 people down to 81, I think, heading into this week, 2-team week. I'm taking the Eagles tomorrow. I hate the Bears. And then I'm taking the obvious one, the Chargers against the Raiders. So Eagles and Chargers.
Oh, yeah, I love the Chargers.
Alex is making the Seahawks already.
What's that?
I'm assuming you've used the Seahawks already
You
too.
use the Seahawks already.
Yeah.
Alex is
I'm a little nervous about the Chargers because the Raiders fired Chip Kelly.
I don't think that matters though. It's not like they just hired like 3 new O linemen.
You're
but
right.
It is a divisional
right,
game. I hate divisional games.
I read some tweets today about how like Chip Kelly his play calling is like he wasn't even like getting in like players in the correct motion or anything. Like he was calling in plays incorrectly, and I don't know if that's true, but I was convinced. So now I think that like if they get a different guy in there just calling plays, then the Raiders will be half decent. That's the trick that my mind has played on itself.
George, you were going to say something about my Survivor thing here. You think I have an obvious choice between the Chargers and the Seahawks?
No, I want a caveat. I don't want to be responsible if I talk.
You're not responsible. I'm not. Look, you can tell me whatever you want. At the end of the day, I'm going to go with what I
just think
I feel best in my gut here.
Seattle's future value next week against Atlanta. Yeah, but more
they
importantly,
the Panthers too, don't they?
Yeah, week 17.
Yeah, they have a lot more opportunity. The Chargers don't realistically have another option to take them.
Yeah, I think go Chargers.
Yeah, I know. That was the big
That was the big reasoning. JJ McCarthy was the issue, and what's his name from Minnesota there, the Golden Gopher. Maybe he's
Max Brosmer, man. Max Brosmer. Let the dude cook.
Maybe he's the truth.
Yeah. He was slinging it in preseason. God, I can't. You know how many pathetic games I've had to sit through as a Vikings fan in my life, like the Joe Webb games and the Donovan McNabb way past his prime games, and the Christian Ponder were holding on to him too long. Like, I've had so many miserable quarterback experiences as a Vikings fan. It's like, just add this one to the list. I mean, we had the Jaren Hall games last year or 2 years ago. It's
you had depressing. You guys let Sam Darnold out of the building. You think Brian Flores knows exactly what to do to stop this guy? Because
that's the other. That'd be my other concern with taking
ounce of pressure on Sam Darnold and watch him falter. Yeah,
pressure from up the middle specifically too is the problem.
Yeah, when you get up the middle in his face, he doesn't know how to handle himself. That's like people rip on the Vikings like, wow, they let Darnold go. They let, Daniel Jones go. Like, hey, Daniel Jones, fair. Like, they tried to bring Daniel Jones back, but like, obviously Daniel Jones wanted a job, like a starting job, and the Vikings weren't prepared to pay him. You have to play your first round pick. I mean, I think that's a no-brainer. Darnold, like signing Darnold is basically just admitting we have a cap on what we can do. Like, we're not ever you're just putting a ceiling on your team. You're never gonna win with Sam Darnold. He's fine, he's good, he's not great, he's never gonna elevate your team. He's always going to limit, he's just gonna limit your ceiling. And Seahawks are a good team, and they're gonna learn the hard way that like Darnold is not how you're gonna win in this league, because we saw it against the Rams. They played a good game. They probably should have beat the Rams. They barely lost, and he turned the ball over like 4 times, but that's what he does.
It's cold when in a timeout they quickly get the jacket on Burrow. Just to warm him up.
Yeah, that's soft. Do you guys think an injured, rusty Joe Burrow is better than Joe Flacco right
now? Slightly, but I don't think the gap is like, so that part of the process in betting the Ravens is people are pricing pre-injury Burrow, and I don't think he's there yet. Like, he's got a plate in his left boot. There's no chance. Chase Brown, I love it. Just keep feeding him. It's not even Chase Brown. P. Ryan. I don't know. I don't think people are very excited to bet Burrow again, and I think they have to understand there's gonna be a ramp up period. You don't just first game in 3 months and you're gonna be playing at a high level.
Well, and Burrow is kind of like known for like slow, like even at the start of every season, he always like needs a few games to get back into it, even from an off season.
So he's such a rhythm quarterback too, because he's not the strongest arm. He's very accurate timing, and he understands his receivers. So,
which is all about reps and rhythm, and
Alex, I got an interesting question for you.
Yeah.
So I saw resurfacing the clip of Anthony Richardson when he was benched, and Kevin O'Connell talked to him and said, "You'll have a chance in this league. Just stick with it." Is that worth the 6th round pick that it might cost? The speculation.
Bring him in.
Might as well.
I mean,
you're telling me you wouldn't get a little bit excited of like?
Well, we might see Anthony Richardson again this year. I read Daniel Jones the fracture in his leg.
Yeah, he's got a hairline.
Yeah, he's got a little.
Alex, right now you're not excited about Brosmer, but If it was Richardson,
I
You'd be
was
a
excited
little-
about Brosmer at once upon a time when Wentz was starting games. I wanted to see Brosmer in there. Now my any sort of excitement I've had about this team in general has completely faded to
you
misery.
wouldn't be a little intrigued if it was Richardson.
I'd be a tad intrigued. I still don't think. I mean, I've watched Richardson. Richardson just is not like Richardson is
Oh,
not it
Listen,
at all.
he made us forget
all.
Steichen. He made us forget Steichen is actually a very good coach.
Yeah,
He's
like Richardson
was
is straight. Like
wicked.
I don't think I could get excited for Richardson at all at this point. I also look. I don't want to I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to sound like a JJ defender. I can't do. But I don't think. I think O'Connell is also not the gift to quarterbacks that maybe he's made out to be. I think he didn't exactly
Well, let's save that. Let's
I'm
put a
done.
pin
I'm
in the
out.
Vikings. Let's put a pin in the Vikings talk. What do you make of this Joe Burrow's coming back to try to rescue the season when it's done? Like, if they lose tonight, they're 4 games back of the Ravens with no shot in hell, right? Like, why bring him back? Is it Zach Taylor so scared he's going to lose his job? I know Burrow wants to play, but at what point does the organization say, why are we risking our franchise quarterback and let's get a better draft pick? Because this season's a write-off anyways.
I think the Zach Taylor, I think that plays a big role.
If I'm the owner,
doesn't it? I mean, if the doctors clear him and Joe Burrow wants to play, the only other person that would stop him would be the coach, and the coach is in a position where if they lose out, he's probably going to lose his job. I don't know who would step in.
Shouldn't the owner step in and say, "Fuck you guys, let's get a pick. This season's over, and Burrow is my franchise guy. Why are we going to risk him?"
To an extent, I think bringing him back in this state where he's clearly he needs a plate in his foot and all in his shoe and stuff like that, that is malpractice. But if he's was at a point in 2 weeks where he's 100%, even if the season's over, he's a competitor, he's your quarterback, he wants to play. I think at that point I'm playing him.
The injury's turf toe too, right? Is that what it is? Turf toe? Yeah, I've had turf toe. It sucks, but listen,
hold on. Brock Purdy returned re-aggravated and missed another month and a half of football. So it is one of those injuries that that carries a re-aggravation factor.
Yeah, but he's been off for a long time now.
If he misses a month, I mean, who cares? The month is going to be December.
Yeah, if this was an ACL injury or a knee injury or a back injury, then turf toe sucks, but it's not like a career ender if it goes south.
Do you know what the PR is going to be if he gets hurt again? You already know Stephen A. Smith. He's got three days worth of shows if Joe Burrow gets re-aggravated.
Not if it's
but by that logic, why is Chase playing? Why are any teams playing their top? Why are any teams playing their quarterbacks?
He's healthy. We're talking about health.
Also, I don't even okay. Well, I don't know how much re-aggravated the turf toe can be after this long off. He's been off for 2 months.
We thought his season was going to be over. The fact that he's back early is I don't want to say. Listen, apparently it's the worst named injury ever. Because
had turf toe.
Okay, you've had it. What severity and what does that do?
The turf toe I had, I probably should have sat out 2 weeks, but I was on the bench at Mount Allison, so I still played because I wasn't going to touch the field anyways. But within a month, I felt better. But I guess maybe there's different severities of turf toe. But it's not an injury that after 2 months off, I'd be he shouldn't be playing the rest of the season. It's just you pull ligaments in your toe.
Oh my God.
That's huge.
This is where the fuckery happens.
That's
Lamar. Oh, Lamar,
baby.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Lamar has not been himself since he came back from the injury. Fact or fiction?
That was up. He has not. Yeah. Last week I had the Ravens and Survivor, and that was a little bit
sweaty
in the first half.
Oh, he just handed it to him.
Yeah. Just threw it up in the air.
Yeah.
He's always been good for a few fumbles. He's just very careless at times.
Well, that's what you get when a quarterback that talented is 90% of the time you're going to do an unbelievable play, but the 10% it's going to not work out.
I just see ball security. You're already you're fighting a guy off with one hand and the ball's not tucked. That's a problem.
Yep.
Oh, well, we got a game. We've got a game.
You're not going to hold them.
Do we have anytime Cincinnati touchdown scorers in the chat? I'd like to hear them if you have them. You have anything, Ian? Do you play the anytime touchdown markets?
I sprinkle very lightly. I mean, I know I'm on Bengals, but my anytime touchdown score is on a Raven. It's on Isaiah Likely just because of how bad Bengals have been defending tight ends. But
Yeah.
that was a small bet. Nothing on the Bengals. Any Bengals players?
We took Charlie Kolar for the same reason. Big second and goal here.
P Ryan in the backfield.
Was it P Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not good at numbers.
34 P Ryan, 30 Chase Brown.
Chase Brown, Canadian.
Yep.
His brother is gonna get a bigger role now because he got
Because
his
of injuries, yeah.
he's the one who caused the Makuba injury.
Talked to Sidney Brown at the Super Bowl last year. Good guy.
Did you? Are they twins
Going
or are
back
they
this
just,
year to Super
are they
Bowl?
just brothers?
No, I think they're just brothers.
Okay. So I think they came out in the same draft class, so I wasn't sure.
Am I wrong in that? Twin brother. You're right. Yeah, twin. Huh.
Yeah.
No, I was wrong. Hand up.
Are they identical twins or
No, they can't. Because they don't really look that alike.
no, they don't.
No.
That's a big goal line
Wow.
stand here.
Yeah.
No, they're
They
going to
can
go for
gain
it.
a yard.
They're going for it.
They're going for it. I'm gonna hide the chat here so I get no spoilers. Oh yeah, Zach Taylor straight to the playbook.
Well, with the new kickoff rule, when you're that deep, I think it's better to just go for it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're practically even 3 back.
Especially you're 3-8, you're an underdog, touchdown underdog. Just
Yeah.
there's Chase Brown. He's in the game.
Big 4th and goal.
Looks like the left tackle jumped a little early. Doesn't matter anyways.
That's a stinger.
Massive. Massive.
Stinger.
Gotta like that. Oh.
That's a stinger.
Well, yeah, the offense looks ugly.
Ian, do you like watching games with people? Like with friends?
If it's not an important game, then yeah.
Yeah, but if it's important, you don't want separate rooting interests, right? Too, right? It's
No. Well,
I
if
hate
it's a non-important game, I don't really care. But
Like,
like
I don't
World
wanna- like,
Series
I'm
Game
not-
7, I watched in a room by myself. I couldn't go out to watch
Yes,
it.
right.
I told my wife to she had to go out. I had to just watch that completely by myself.
Ian. You could not pay me to go to the Jays game in person.
Yeah. I went to ALCS Game 7 in person, and I actually did not enjoy myself.
No,
That's crazy. That's well, obviously once they won, it was the best.
yes,
but like
it's
the first
the
6
highest.
innings, I
Yes.
couldn't stand up. I couldn't clap. I couldn't cheer. I just
Yeah.
sat there and was like a ball of nerves. Like,
And if
Mhm.
and the worst part is, imagine you're leaving now and you're depressed, and it's exasperated by like 50,000 other people who are
Yeah.
depressed.
no.
Can't do it. I got
It's-
flamed in our group chat. People thought I was insane for saying that I can't. In big games, I need to be like balled up in a corner by myself.
Yeah, like I said, I went for ALCS Game 7, but I think for the future, I don't think I'll ever go back to like another winner take all Jays game. Like I don't think it's not worth the risk.
Yeah.
Like there's that meme of Jeff Feinberg like laying on the dugout like that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
100%. Like
Yeah,
I'm fine.
yeah.
And then like every direction you look at, it's a funeral, right? Like everyone's
Yeah.
like that. There's no way I could do it. I didn't even want to be on social media. Like I didn't even want to be in my group chats at that moment. I just wanted to like go to bed at that moment and just like not think
Oh,
about
I
But you
couldn't.
can't sleep after that.
I
You
stayed
can't
up till
sleep
like
after
4
that.
a.m.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't. You need to like. That's the one argument. I don't want to. Okay, that's why I flamed you a little bit, George, because I don't want to necessarily be at the game. But if they lose, win or lose, like I'd rather be around people who are like passionate about it like I am. That's the thing. You're also not fully getting that at the game. There's a lot of like fair weather fans who are kind of like,
and then you get the
fun
comment,
game, we
yeah,
lost. Like that
yeah,
shit pisses
no.
me off a lot.
yeah, the guy who says, "Oh, don't worry, we'll get him next year." Like that. would
Yeah,
set
that like
me
that's like
fucking
that's like
garbage.
I'm going to jail. Like you say that to me after that game, like I might be going to prison that night because like I don't have it in the restraint in me. I would be so like miserable. But theoretically, like my dad, like the team that I care about to that extent, like the Jays, I care deeply about, but like the Habs are like next level for me. If they like were to like Game 7 Stanley Cup final, I would be watching with my dad because I know he cares deeply. I know that I'm a Habs fan because of him, and that's more like I like, or like my uncles who are like also fans. Like I'd watch with people who like I know are like very, very invested like I am. I think that that is a better place to be, win or lose, than solo. That's why I was like, I don't agree that like misery loves company. I don't agree that you want to be alone after that.
No, I'd rather be solo.
Yeah.
Nah,
There's
yeah.
nobody. There's nobody. No, not at that moment.
I've gone through all these things by myself. I need to suffer the
Like,
pain.
Yeah,
myself.
fair enough.
Yeah. And Ian, you've experienced all the lowest of lows in sports, and
Some would say the lowest.
here's the worst part. Ian, it's one thing to go into a game and you just lose. You just flat out, you're not the better team.
Of course, but that never happens.
It's the moment you let your guard down.
I would
and-
love to lose that way, George. That would be
Yes.
a gift.
Yes, the moment you let your guard down and say, "Oh, we're about to win this game," that's the pinpoint of the most painful that's coming after that.
You're
It's when you
telling me, dude.
Yes, that's
It's not.
Required. That's
No,
the
that's
worst.
the moment, Alex. It's when you
No,
finally
it's
let
not.
your guard down. It's when you've like, "Oh, we won." Mentally, you've said it, and then the collapse happens, and you feel like the world is crashing in.
Okay, well, you also never say we've won. I don't think it would have to be
Don't
extreme
say-
to say we, but
I'm
like where
talking
you're
about
feeling good.
surviving.
You're feeling good. Yeah.
Yeah, when the Leafs
like,
go up
I-
4-1 with 9 minutes to
Yeah.
go, I felt pretty good.
When the Falcons went up 28-3, I was doing
Yes.
the Ric Flair up and
Yeah.
down the room.
I didn't
was
want to
like,
bring that
"Woo!
up, but yeah.
Woo! Woo!
But Ian, when the Leafs lost to the Panthers in Game 7 this year, like
didn't feel a thing
6-2.
because it was over.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew it was happening.
Fair.
You knew we were cooked
Fair.
right
It's
away.
all that coming from a mile away.
What about Game 5? Game 7 was probably mitigated by the fact that they lost Game 5 the way they did, so you still kind of were like, this is the same team. Game 5, like things look different for the Leafs. Were you kind of like, did that you guys got destroyed in that game? Did that sting
Bengals just went
bad?
offside, I think.
No. Game 3 actually hurt.
Game 3 hurt.
Game 3,
Because
Yeah,
when they lost
Because-
Game 3, I was like, this series, they're not
Yeah,
going to win.
you
Like,
knew it.
that was
You
their
knew
chance to win the series.
When you can't close out like a 3-0
Of all the games I got upset at the most, it wasn't Game 5, it wasn't Game 7, it was Game 3 because they had that game.
Yeah.
What's the penalty?
I don't know. The Vikings, like,
Oh, it's
I
on
think
the
back to
Ravens, so it's gonna be
the Vikings have obviously had their fair share of like heartbreaking losses, and I guess the Saints one in the NFC Championship was the one that sits with me the most. The Gary Anderson one, I was a fan, old enough to watch it, but I was still a little bit too young to be like fully crushed.
against the Falcons.
But like, I remember like, look, this game wasn't competitive, but the NFC Championship game against the Eagles, the Case Keenum, Nick Foles game, like that season was special. Like that felt like a team of destiny. We got destroyed in that game, but like having to sit there and watch us get destroyed the entire game, it was horror. It was
I
terrible.
would have
It was
much
like
rather the
misery
Dodgers beat
for
us
like
10-0 in Game
4
7.
hours.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
no, I hated every
Me too.
minute of that. I hated every minute of it, and I was
Just
miserable
because
after
too.
because you didn't even
No,
you didn't even get little moments of joy in it.
No, there's no joy, Alex. It's
There's
the end
no
game.
joy, though. It doesn't
I'm gonna tell you
matter.
But there's no joy. I know, but that's a bigger conversation because there's no joy in general because we
Dude,
follow.
Do you know how many
miserable
times
teams.
every day for the past month I've said to myself 2 outs away?
Yes.
Do you know how many
'cause
times I've
you
said that to
I
myself?
know, I know.
When if you get your ass kicked, there's no 2 outs away.
Yes.
It's just like, like we lost. Like, okay,
You
they're the better
relive-
team.
you relive the mistakes. That's the problem. You think
Because
if
then you keep
this
thinking like,
was
if
different.
1 inch this way, 1 inch that way, and my entire life is different. I feel joy again. But instead, it went 1 inch the other way, and now I'm miserable. I feel like I got broken up with.
The real issue here is Jacob could have added the Dolphins in here as well. Could have added the Habs. Could have added the Leafs. Could have added all our teams. The issue is that we just follow non-winning teams. I think that's the real problem here.
Whoa. We have
What?
Super Bowl lineage, my friend. We're the only
Yeah,
undefeated.
okay.
team.
Well, before your time, buddy. Congratulations. The Habs have
Oh,
Stanley
you're a
Cup
Dolphins
lineage.
fan,
The
right?
Leafs have Stanley
I-
Cup lineage. Okay,
I
it
guess-
doesn't matter
I
for
guess-
us.
I guess you're not proud of Sir John A. McDonald because he was ahead of your time, my friend. I love my history. Listen, I haven't seen a playoff win in 26 years. Longest streak in the NFL.
That's
Still
still
one
how long it's been for the Dolphins for a playoff win.
26 years.
Oh.
No, there's nobody worse than us. In the last 26 years, I have not seen a
So
playoff.
what year was it?
It was
Was it
it was
Jay
the-
Fiedler and Lamar Smith
it was-
that
it was
beat
Jay-
the Colts?
It was Jay Fiedler the year after Danny retired. That was
So
the
I,
last.
I, as a football fan, I've never seen the Dolphins win a playoff game. That's crazy. That's crazy. I
It's
started
very
watching football in like 2004.
Ian, we've made the playoffs only like 4 times too in the 26 years. Like
Oh,
it's just nothing.
tough.
It's been
That's
pain. And the worst part is we've been stuck in like mediocrity. We're just not bad enough to get a top 5 pick, not good enough to make the playoffs. We are 6 to 8 wins in perpetuity. That's what we are.
Well, it begs the age-old question: is it, better to have loved and have your heart broken, or to have never loved at all? Is it better to just cheer for a team that you don't really ever have any hope for? Or is it better to get up 28-3 in the Super Bowl and then watch it explode in front of your face?
The issue is they
What's
never
worse?
had success, but Georgia still loved. Georgia still loved and had hopes.
I'm with you, Ian. And I'd better to have never loved than to love and lost. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
But you did love this team. You had your like, this team is going to do big things. No, with Tua and that offense at McDaniel early on in that era.
But it never really feels real until at least a conference championship.
Until you actually like do something with it. That's fair.
Big 3rd and 11 here.
I don't think they're going to snap this before the quarter ends, are they?
No, they tried to, but it's second late.
Ian, before we say bye to you,
yep.
What has been your most surprising thing this NFL season? Just across the board. What's one observation that's like, you know what? This I did not, and at first it looked like it was going to be Colts, like that was the answer for everybody. But there's other stuff. There's teams that are not as good. Like, what's the thing that you said, wow?
I'm trying to think it's something that's not the Colts and not the Seahawks, because those are the obvious answers.
It could be the Chiefs.
Well,
I mean, Chiefs almost have to run the table to make the fucking playoffs now. We're in that territory. This is a team that's never not been in the AFC Championship game since Mahomes became the starter.
I guess I'll say the Bears. But it's I am surprised the Bears are 8-3. I still think they're a bottom 10 team. So we'll see how the rest of the season shakes out. But like, I was seeing some people before the season started saying they were betting on the Bears to make the playoffs. So I think they were like plus 115 or 120 or something. I thought that was one of the worst bets you could possibly place for the NFL. And now they're 8-3 in first place in the NFC North. So I guess I'll say the Bears at this point. I don't think does anyone think they're actually a good team though?
No,
you are.
I don't think so. But at the end of the day, 8-3 is 8-3. First place is first place.
You are tempting fate, my friend. You are putting it out in the ether, and you still got to survive tomorrow. That's ballsy right there.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, if the Bears end my survivor hopes tomorrow, it's at that point it's just hats off. So this is my final stand on the Bears are frauds hill that I might die on. We'll see.
This is a good one. I think Patriots just in general, Drake May looking like he's already a top 7 quarterback in football.
Yes, but also I think preseason we all knew how easy the Patriots' schedule was.
Yeah,
now I don't think anyone saw them being this good, but also like I think we did all recognize
they're in like one. They could be the 1 seed in the AFC. Nobody thought that.
I hate Boston sports fans. You had 3 bad years, and now you're back to being a 1 seed with an MVP quarterback. What the hell did the city of Boston do to deserve this? Oh, it keeps me up at night.
Unreal. I haven't found a quarterback since Dan Marino retired, and they found
3 years of that one
elite one. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair. All right, guys.
Ian McMillan, thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
And you're welcome for the Dolphins taking Jake Long and passing on Matt Ryan and giving you 10 years of excitement. And
I never even thought about that, but
yes, I wanted Matt Ryan first overall, and we took Jake fucking Long. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember.
Yeah, I never even realized that that was the Dolphins. But
1 year we ever had first overall pick, and Matt Ryan was fucking sitting there, and we said, no, you know what we need is an offensive tackle. That will get us to the Super Bowl.
Before the Falcons Saints game this past week, they were doing like a lot of Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, like montages and highlights. It's like, man, we used to be a proper division. We used to be a proper rivalry. Now we got Tyler Shuck against Kirk Cousins. How far we've fallen.
Look at that.
Matt Ryan and Drew Brees used to be some A+ matchups.
You got the Jamar Chase 3rd down conversion before you hopped off, my friend.
There we go. Perfect. Let's keep it rolling.
Ian McMillan, thank you so much for joining us.
Take care, guys.
Take care of the game, man.
I like Ian. That's the first time I've ever been on a stream with him, Alex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good
You-
people.
you know
We're
who-
going from
you know
one
who I-
one good person to the next.
Yeah, I've been on a stream with this guy, Matt Russell. He writes a wicked piece on the Substack called The Window. He also joined us on the Tuesday Best Bet show. Matt, how are you, my friend?
My boys, how are we?
Doing well.
Second quarter of the third game on Thanksgiving. What a time to be alive.
Why
Absolutely.
you guys
ask
been
for
doing
a
this all
better
day?
time to hang? Yeah.
You guys should have started
and
this thing
tomorrow
at
too.
noon. You guys doing this tomorrow?
Don't
Or you're not?
don't give Pizzola any ideas because next year me and Alex are gonna
Some-
poor guys are gonna be in the studio marathon.
You should do the
Some
thing where
people
like
are doing this tomorrow.
you know, like golf broadcasts, right? Where it's like Scott Van Pelt's rocking it from like 8 a.m. to like noon, and they're like, all right, we're gonna bring in Mike Tirico here.
Mm.
Right. And then he like rides it out, and then all of a sudden Dan Hicks comes in. You're just like, guys, like, how many dudes do we need to do this? And it's like, you got to stay fresh. The boys got to stay fresh at
Yeah,
Oakmont
yeah.
on a Friday. So yeah,
did you-
how are we? How are we feeling about this?
How do you spend your day?
So every year my buddies and I go to the exact same local bar with the emphasis on local, and we get there 12:30 or so. It's the only time each year that I partake in a Jager bomb.
Mm.
It's it's very much like a hearkening back to yesteryear in that department. I don't really know how that part of the tradition got started, other than my buddy who just like, despite the fact being in his mid 40s, like really enjoys a good Jager bomb still.
Yeah.
So yeah, have we had a Jager bomb? We've had a couple other casual beverages earlier on this afternoon. But here's the thing: like, as a man of a certain age at this point, which I'm qualifying as, or at least qualifying myself as, you got to get the beverages in early, and then from at a certain point, it's just like H2O.
Waters.
We got to
Yeah,
ride
yeah.
this thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Dilute.
And it's like every year goes by, a half hour earlier, you have to start the waters. So
And you're
eventually
peeing,
it's going to be.
You're peeing a lot more every year that goes by too.
That's right. Yeah. And listen, let's not even get into like the snoring potential of having had a few beverages over the course of the
Yeah.
day, and
And
know,
like
how
the
much my
next
wife's
day,
gonna
just
necessarily enjoy
absolute
that.
uselessness. All of
Yeah,
it.
I'd be like, I'm pretty sure it was hydrating starting at like 5:30 yesterday. Like, why? Man, why am I still
Yeah.
pretty banged up on Black Friday?
Yeah.
So
Let's
we're fighting it, but we're okay. We're gonna be fine.
we'll get you synced up at some point here. Are you on anything in this game?
I'm on everything on this. Am I on
I love
anything in
this.
this game, George? Pull yourself together, man. Clean it up. I'm irate. I am furious about that. You can tell by my joyful attitude. I am furious that we didn't get one Jamar Chase target out of that goal line fiasco that the Bengals just provided us in the first
You want to
quarter.
see
Furious.
Chase get a touchdown? I'm guessing.
I do. I would like a Jamar Chase. And you know what, though? I also have a Mike Gesicki touchdown, so I'm furious that Mike Gesicki target. So, which I shouldn't be surprised at because he's Mike Gesicki.
Yeah.
So that sucked.
former
That went right through his hands.
former Dolphin.
Did
Mike
Tinsley
Gesicki.
just stop running there for
Yeah,
a second?
He seemed like he gave up on the play a bit of a give up. There,
Matt,
which is
I'll
not-
count us down to
it's
the
not
third down.
George,
What's your play clock at right now?
my play clock is at 12:10.
No. The countdown, the play clock.
Or sorry, my game clock is 12:10.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
Yeah. What are we looking at for? 12. I'm at 12 right now.
Oh, so you saw
My
that
game clock.
snap. Okay.
I did. Could have
Do
gone
you
better.
have the ability to pause at all?
Sure. Am I ahead of you guys?
Yes, a touch.
Actually, a good question.
Just
My play
Just tell
clock
me-
is at 30.
I won't
30,
give anything
30,
away.
29.
If
okay. If
That's
you,
fine.
if
You can.
If you won't give anything away, then we're totally good.
where were you at, Alex? What are you at now?
I'm behind, but I'm always behind, so we're fine. Just
You're still on.
good, yeah.
You're still on the Cowboys Chiefs game.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Just,
That's
we just
You're like, man, I think these Cowboys have a chance.
Lamar just
You
threw
know?
a pick at his own 3, so that's where I'm at right now.
That's right. Well, so as you guys are talking about, like, what do you guys do? So inevitably, because all my friends are old and they have kids, because they don't really understand how to work their own lives to the best of their ability. As Alex knows, he screwed it up. I
Yeah.
don't know if we're allowed to swear on this stream.
You swear away. Swear
Oh,
away.
okay. Shit, fuck balls. No, so like, inevitably it's like 4 o'clock and it's like we've already done our Jaeger bomb. And my buddy's like, I got to coach 2 different sports tonight.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm sorry, like you couldn't clear the schedule for this. Thanksgiving wasn't, it's
2
on
different
it's on the
sports.
calendars,
That's a mistake. I mean, look, it's one thing to like drag them to the sports, but to volunteer, what is he coaching all the teams?
His case was, if I have to take my kids there, I might as well coach, and like
That's a terrible
something to
argument.
do. I didn't love the take myself, but again, I didn't love the take when he told me that he, was having kids. So that was really kind of out the window in the first place. So yeah, he's like,
something.
and I didn't write it down, but he was like, yeah, I got like, tennis at like 6 and like bowling at 8. I don't know if that's specifically what they were, but yeah, it was 2 different sports, 2 different kids that he has to coach. And so he's done by like 4 o'clock. And I'm like, should you have 7 drinks before you do that? And he said yes, which is the only thing I agreed with in the entire process. So, yeah. And then so like a buddy of mine's like, hey, I got nothing to do. And so he's, downstairs. He just left, but he was furious that the ball was on the 2-yard line for so long. Because he's like, the Bengals didn't move it off the 2-yard line, and then the Ravens take over, and they didn't move it off the 2-yard line. He's like, we need to just get this ball off the 2-yard line. And like, that's the kind of takes. That's the kind of takes that I'm leaving to join you guys from. And I asked him, I was like, you sure you don't want to come up and do this show?
What about
that's
this?
A steamer. That's a good one.
Drunken Goon dropped a banger. He said, to be fair, every drunk Thanksgiving guy was coaching the Chiefs earlier, and now the Bengals.
Yeah. It's fair.
You ever like shout instructions to the team on what they need to do in between plays? I'm that kind of guy. I let them know, all right, let's get a nice little run. Let's kill some clock here. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like doing the thing where I like circle or like point to a specific guy and like 3rd and goal. And then if it hits, I'm a genius. Because that's like, if that's the guy they end up throwing to, and it's, I'm never like a Jamar Chase, right? It's like, I'll just circle Gesicki and they'll be like, oh, you think? And then it happens. It's like, oof, Russell's at it again.
Do you do this? I have a buddy like that. If we're in the room with him, he always looks at us after, do I know ball or do I know ball? Like he wants immediate validation right now.
No, you can't do that. You got to just kind of drop the mic, right? Like you got to just kind of leave it there. It's like, you guys know what happened. It's like, you don't tell them like, hey, look at me. You don't want to be that guy, but getting up there, like I'll walk right up to the TV and I'll just be like, boom. It's like, yeah, I don't have a, pointer or
get
illustrator
the
or anything.
And,
but it's like, no, I'll just like, if it's my TV, I might even go right on the screen just because.
The dry erase. You write right on the screen and
the thing when you actually physically touch the screen and it makes the circle on the screen, like if you have that kind of setup going.
Yeah.
You don't do the.
You can't do that at other people's houses.
You don't do the LeBron pat the floor,
Well, listen, if I happen to be circling like an anytime touchdown guy and he hits it, like, yeah, I might have to just hammer down on people after that. But again, I don't want to. Yeah, I try not to be look at me in these situations, as Alex knows, right? I try to keep a low profile.
Yeah, so. Of course. I need to revisit your friend's take here of coaching 2 teams in one night is wild. But the take of if I have to bring them, at least it gives me something to do is insane to me, because like the best part of this. And like my uncle, I used to go watch my cousins play hockey all the time. Like the best thing to do is like you have like 1 or 2 other dad friends on the team where like you go and like you have a beer with them while the kids are playing, or like it just gives you a break from having to do anything. The whole thing is like you don't want something to do in that time. You need to go sit on the shitter for an hour and just like be on your phone and clear your head. Like that's the move. You don't sit there and coach a team and then leave and then go pick up another kid and go bring them and then coach that team. Yeah. I mean,
To me,
That's,
being more responsible for humans or responsible for
Yeah.
more humans is the last thing I want to be involved
Yeah.
in that circumstance. So, yeah, I mean, we're not even talking about the fact that you're like double coaching these sporting events while these games are going on. Like
Yeah.
that's appalling in and of itself. How about another friend of mine who
you
wanted
go.
my uh TSN login so that he could watch the games at work? I got to have a conversation with that guy
Why are you at
because,
work today,
like,
buddy?
well, admittedly he's a principal at a school, and here is an act of terrorism. You guys ready for this? It is parent teacher interviews day at his school. Like, who's in charge of that? That guy needs to get his
that's a thing. That's a
deal
thing.
figured out.
My dad was a teacher, and he still talks about the day the Dolphins beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving
Sure.
many years ago, and he's like, and I missed that fucking game because I had parent teacher interviews, and like,
Really?
he's still upset about it to this day. Yeah,
That was
I
a
said, well,
formative moment.
You should have called in sick. I mean, teachers get like what 100 sick days a year.
Mhm.
You might as well use them.
I'm loving these.
Listen, don't even get me started on that whole deal. That was a formative day. That was like one of my earliest. Well, I definitely like took the day off of school, like for sickness. That day when Leon Lett went running after that
No way.
blocked field goal. It was it's a definitive moment. You know, like a lot of people, you know, when you've got these sort of like, I call them countdown moments because I used to work in TV. And so like if something happens on like a Sunday, then on Monday it's like, oh, and in honor of the thing that happened yesterday, here's the top 5 or 10 moments of like that thing happening. And they're all from like 15 years or later because we never clock the most recent instances of whatever thing happening, right?
Yeah.
It's always like, you know, you just go back to old reliable and it's like, well, there's actually been that's kind of cooler plays have happened in the last 5 years. It's like, no, sorry, we got to go back to like a Leon Lett. And so most people, when they see these things over and over and over again, they assume that they saw them live when they in fact did not. Like we all kind of you know, do that thing. I can promise you, like I won't swear to much, but I can promise you, I saw that game live at home. I was getting away with stuff that day as far as like, you know, how sick was I? I mean, it's truly a who's to say situation. But yeah, I definitively know that like back in 1993, I think it was, or 94. I definitely was home, quote unquote, homesick.
Were you stateside or were you here? Because you had lived in the States for a while too, right? Or no, or was that summers you were in the States?
Summer, yeah. My dad.
Oh, likely.
Wow, there's a big one for likely. Oh, did he fumble before he got in the end zone?
Gentlemen, I told you I wasn't going to spoil anything. Do you see how well I handled that?
Yeah, you did.
I did handle that well. Just wait till the replays come up here for the boys.
Oh my goodness.
Just wait for the replays.
That's a touchback.
Replays.
Oh, that's a touchback.
That is a touchback. Very much a touchback.
That's a touchback.
That back then it would have been when I grew up in BC. So you're talking like we're pumped up about Thanksgiving. Like, how about a Thursday at 9:30 a.m.
9:30. Oh, the dream.
Like,
the dream.
Yeah. So you know, I might have not even seen the Lions game that day. Like it was probably like I might have just been asleep for the morning and like
well, you were sick. I mean,
because I was so sick.
Yeah.
I was lucky to even catch that game.
Hello, Drew.
That's a tough one. That's a tough fumble. That's not great.
Awful. It's awful. It's just
you know the thing that nobody talks about with regards to that like Leon Lett fiasco. Like, has it ever snowed since in Dallas? We all ignore the fact that there was like a foot of snow in Dallas that day, and it's like, when has it ever snowed in? Like, I can't even picture it.
I don't even. So I don't even know the Leon Lett play. I mean, I've seen the highlights of it, but like it's not like obviously something that sticks in my mind. You know,
Alex.
You're just a kid, Alex. For God's sake.
It was a blocked field goal that he should not have touched. He went to run to scoop it as if it was a scramble drill. doesn't get his hands on it, squirts
Yeah.
out. Dolphins pick it up and proceed
Got
to
it.
It's
score.
like it's the textbook scenario of why when guys wave after a blocked field goal so that their teammates don't get it, it's literally the thing that they probably have been shown as to why you don't go running off after the ball,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
It's like and everybody goes, "Oh, you're right, the Leon Lett thing." And it's funny that like Leon Lett, who is an otherwise outstanding football player, is known for like the two biggest gaffes,
Alex,
in that era.
we didn't even do a good job celebrating our win on that play on Isaiah Likely for Steve.
Because we couldn't celebrate the win unlikely because we were so distraught by the fumble for the touchback.
I know.
So you guys,
But
we haven't even
FanDuel
talked
tells
about
us
this.
FanDuel tells us to celebrate our win. So G
That's
Stack
true.
continues being
as long
on
as-
fire. On fire.
So what do you guys have? You guys have what, over longest reception? Unlikely? Is that what we're pumped up about?
No, I think
Um,
his total was 26.5 receiving yards, and
Oh, total yards. Okay.
yeah, he's over 51 after that.
I've been just waiting for the Isaiah Likely game ever since Lamar came back, and I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I can't. It's everything. It's
yeah.
just been so, you know what I mean? Like waiting for the anytime touchdowns. Like they're always priced at like plus 300. I'm just like, I can't do it. So I'm like, no Likely for me this time. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised I don't have Isaiah Likely anytime touchdown based on what just happened.
I want,
Right.
yeah, based on that,
Right?
that
Like it
feels
feels like
yeah.
I'm like, I have to go check the accounts now to be like, are you sure you didn't bet that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely didn't. So I'm feeling better about it than like you guys might be. Are you guys on the Ravens? Is that why we were hoping that he
Yeah.
scored? You have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The boys are
nice.
on the Ravens.
Well,
Nice bet on the
what's-
Ravens that closed well. and,
George is at least.
Talk to me about your guys' feeling about Joe Burrow in general, what the expectations were for Joe Burrow coming into this game. Like, how do you feel about it? Because I'll tell you right now, like Joe Burrow makes everything better. He just does.
Yeah, so
Like,
we were talking about that a little in the first quarter. I'm actually
Okay.
kind of curious of your take.
Yeah.
We were like, there was someone
That's
saying
my
like
take.
it's malpractice that they brought Burrow back because the injury, and George was kind of saying like, why is he playing? I'm wondering your thoughts on this one. Like, are you surprised that he's out there? Do you think that they shouldn't be bringing him back because like the risk of re-injury, or like what?
Well, listen, he's got enough knee injuries to sort of make the case that he should never play unless it's like a meaningful game. But I think the turf toe thing is so kind of random. Like if we did a draft about Joe Burrow injuries that I would like to be invited to next year when you guys do this,
Yeah.
how long would we have gotten to before we got to like turf toe injury? And so if like the worst thing that happens is that he like re-injures a turf toe and it means he's got 10 months to get that figured out, like I'm pretty cool with that. As far as like are they out of it, whatever, like this division is such a train wreck that they've got the Ravens 2 of the next 3 weeks, and they win those 2 games, they're 1 game behind the Ravens. And the Ravens, I think, have, what is it, the Patriots, and then like there's another tricky game in there somewhere. And so if you're the Bengals, you do the thing where, we might not necessarily think it, but like they got Joe Burrow, man. They think they can do anything whenever he plays. And they go, yeah, we could beat this Ravens team, who, by the way, like to me, the bigger issue and trying to figure out like, where the value lied in this game. Obviously the market rating for the Bengals went up pretty considerably when Joe Burrow gets in the mix, but it didn't go back all the way up to like where it was before the season started, right? They weren't rated as a better than average team in the way that they were before the season at, being a 9.5 win line team. But to me, it was more the fact that like people just refused to knock down the Ravens from a rating perspective. And they got a quarterback who's got a toe injury in and of him, that he's dealing with. And so it's like, well, I don't know what to expect necessarily from Joe here. Again, I always kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not remotely worried about him getting re-injured to the point where it's going to affect him next season. Now, if again he doesn't have mobility and he gets like his like block knocked off at some point, then and he becomes like a concussion case or something like that, then that'll bum you out for sure. But it's not like a Jaden Daniels thing either, right? Where he's like running around all the time and being sort of susceptible to hits. So yeah, like you give it a go. Again, I'm not going to say if they lose this game, you shut him down for the rest of the season, but I think he plays the next 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. I have the sort of like bigger picture take that is kind of like anti NBA, where it's like if guys are healthy, like
Load
they should.
management and
Well,
all
just
that.
like if guys are healthy, they should play because, like,
Yeah.
fundamentally, pro sports when they were in, it started 100 years ago. This was effectively barnstorming, and people were asked to pay to watch athletes perform a sport. And
You
then,
also
like, we
want your
got
guys to want to play if they're healthy. Like you
oh, for
should want to
sure,
play if you're healthy.
yeah, and so like that's obviously what Joe Burrow is going to like. That's his general sort of attitude for it, and so to
What if
tell
what
him
if
like, no,
what if
sorry, you
they
can't play,
what if they lose though and
it,
go
it
to
doesn't add
three?
up.
What if they lose and go to 3-9? What's the pathway to a successful season?
But you
There
can't
is
bring
none.
him back and then
Sure, you can. You
Then
can
No,
just-
but again, like it depends. Well,
you
yeah, but
could
if you're
say
just putting
the
everybody in
injury.
bubble wrap once they get eliminated from the playoffs, like I inherently disagree with it because of my sort of theory of like people are paid to see these guys play. And so we forget that because we get into the competition element and the tribalism of sport being like, well, we have to make sure that we get like the best possible draft pick, or like, we make sure that like our guy doesn't re-injure his toe. And it's like, yeah, you know what? People paid to watch Joe Burrow play football, and that's what he gets paid to do. And so, yeah, like we get wrapped up in results and all of that sort of thing. And does this game matter or does that game matter? Honestly, the coolest thing, and who knows how long it lasts in the NFL right now compared to say like last year, in the last couple of years, is even the dog shit, frankly, teams in the league are at least competing, right? Like Tennessee's competing, the Jets are competing. Like you go back to the last couple of years, and like when it went south for the Saints last year, like what an atrocity every game that they played necessarily was, right? So
Yeah.
the more teams that bring, frankly, an entertainment value
Well,
for
listen.
the fans who are paying to watch this stuff,
Hold on.
it's all we
on.
can get here, you know?
Flacco was entertaining. It's not like the Bengals were unwatchable. I don't know the upside of playing the guy if you lose this game and then moving forward.
Listen, that's all fair if like you're defining upside by like with concern about the future of the franchise. The reality is this is pro sports. People are paying to watch these games. He's getting paid to play in the games, and he wants to play, and he's healthy enough to play, then he should play. Just sitting him because he's got a toe injury doesn't really. We've just kind of gotten soft in that department, right? Where it's like, well, oh, it doesn't. These games don't matter. It's like, well, they matter. Like they don't. None of them really matter, if we're being honest about it.
Oh,
And so just the fact
sounds
that like
like,
these guys are playing.
That sounds like you're getting existential right there.
Well, I was
Very
gonna say, well, listen,
philosophical on us.
George, if you had me on and weren't expecting some big picture type questions that we all
Yeah,
need to really think about,
I
then like you come to the wrong place.
I wanted to talk
Yeah,
about
man.
the Bengals' place in the division, not our place in the universe. You know, I think that's
Well, listen, some might say those two things are aligned cosmically.
Yeah.
You know, how did all three of us get here, at the same time on a Thursday night on Thanksgiving,
we all won like a 1 in 2 million race. We're a parlay of parlays right here.
That's right.
The Bengals
And here we are, right? 9-7. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, if McPherson does make the 24-yard field goal. And here we are 9-7 with 2:36 to go. So you know what? The Bengals all of a sudden a lot more competitive. Defense out here making plays. I'll play at the very least. So I don't know. Aren't you more just interested? Weren't you more pumped to just be like, you know what? Like, yeah, Joe Flacco, like, he's not Jameis Winston level entertaining, but weren't you just pumped to be like, all right, like we get to watch Joe Burrow play football tonight?
No,
Like,
that was a
nice little way to wake up.
As a person who's bet on the Ravens, I don't give a shit about Joe Burrow tonight.
he wants the re-injury right now. What do you think of this live minus 5.5? You looking to double down, George?
No, why?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
You're like
pulling up the live line.
I want to make a sane decision. I don't want to make an emotional decision, Alex. You're forcing me into an emotional decision.
I'm not forcing you anything. I'm just asking you a question. That's all. It's a harmless little question.
Matt,
I was too busy getting existential there. Did we get a Jamar Chase target?
We got a target. Yeah, it was about
Did we?
8 yards over his head and uncatchable, but threw in his general direction. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he got them all the way down there. You figured you could just like put a ball anywhere near him, give him a chance to make a play when you're down there. But Bengals
They
in the red
haven't
zone seem to be problematic.
they haven't done the like timing short pylon play with Jamar yet. What are they waiting for there? You know that one where it's like they just run him on the out, like sort of
Yeah.
from the slot, and he just throws it to the short pylon, like the front
Mhm.
corner pylon, and Jamar's just like there, and he like catches it, and he's in by like a yard or like barely a yard. That's my favorite Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Like they could roll out of bed and make that play. I was a little disappointed we didn't see it. I
Yeah.
was a lot disappointed. I told you I was irate. I was furious.
Zach
that we
Taylor
didn't-
likes to make things a little bit more difficult, though.
Well,
You know?
yeah. If you want to have conversations about who should shut it down for the rest of the season, I would submit
Yeah.
Zach Taylor as the guy who should really just take shudder for the entire season here. Oh, you're
Our
looking at
bets
Tricky.
are looking there good, Alex. We've got Chase Brown's halfway to his receptions. He's got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Where we need 3.5 plus 106.
Hmm.
Isaiah likely gets over. Lamar's got 17 yards running, and you've got 25.5 rush yards. Even the Derrick Henry looks good. You got him under 90.5, and he's at 33 yards. It's been a good.
Yeah, and 28 of those 33 came on one run. So I mean, but that's what Henry does too. So
Yeah.
But you're signing up for that.
yeah.
I would
3
love,
targets for Gesicki and just the 1 catch.
would love a big Ravens drive here. The fact that they're not up right now is fucking sickening to me.
Definitely needs some points here to end the half.
Yeah, because I got to be honest with you. 12 out of 24 for Burrow in the first half is a little unbecoming. But I think, listen, you haven't played all season long, so we're going to let that kind of go. You could be in some trouble here if Joe Burrow's second half, all right, got the sort of return to game play
Get the rhythm
jitters
back a
out.
little.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just putting that out there.
The Ravens have had like the 2 worst turnovers are literally on their own 3-yard line and on the other team's 3-yard line. Like they literally fumbled
Not great.
in the 2 worst
not
fucking
great.
places to fumble, taking away a score
Yeah.
and handing the other team points. To
Yeah.
me, it feels like the Ravens have been a far better team, but right now the score is not reflecting that.
Yeah, I mean, that's maybe a skosh aggressive, but yeah, like, would you likely to sort of run through the tape there? Yeah, I mean, ideally. But this whole deal is based off, speaking cosmically, of course, this whole deal is based off of turnovers, George. This whole operation is just penalties and turnovers, the entire league, frankly. So, at a certain point, got to be a little more buttoned up, Baltimore. Got to be a little more buttoned up.
Yeah. Let's move the ball here. This is a bad Bengals defense. Let's fucking move the ball a little, my friends. Russ, we asked Matt, we asked Ian,
Yeah, buddy.
what's the most surprising thing to you this NFL season? It could be good, bad, maybe something off the wall. Is there anything that's like the most shocking thing to you so far this year?
Oh my god, get rid of the ball here, Lamar.
Most shocking thing.
Oh, Isaiah
Oh,
Likely.
there you go. All right.
I don't know about shocking. The thing that I think about in my
Or what's your favorite storyline so far this year?
yeah, maybe it's kind of the same thing. The thing that I think about, like in my sleep or as I'm about to fall asleep, is Matthew Stafford being minus like 280 to win the MVP because he was like getting shot up with horse tranquilizers before the
Yeah,
season.
and you thought his
And-
season could be in jeopardy.
Well, yeah, and it was the type of deal where, for me, and I talked about this before the season. I was like, if Matthew Stafford plays, I might be betting on the Rams every single game that the Rams play because how they were being sort of, underrated, in my opinion, in the betting market. But I can't make any futures wagers on the idea of the Rams being successful because the whole thing felt like a ticking time bomb, whether it was his back or his elbow, and these are the things that have bothered him over the last like 3 years. And if you had just sort of said to me, at that moment going like, how like it doesn't seem like this is going to really be all that great. And people were talking about just the idea of like Jimmy Garoppolo being like not the worst backup quarterback to have for a good team. And it was like, whew, that is kind of grim. If you had said to me like, oh yeah, by the way, like Stafford's going to be fine. He's not going to throw interceptions anymore. And he's going to like essentially cruise to most valuable player. I'd be like, I don't think so. I don't think so, guys.
I'm gonna give you
And so
Let me give you an analogy.
Yeah.
On it. You know, always you hear people, oh, I wish I got in on Bitcoin. And then it
Right.
dips and then they get scared. Like there was a bunch of people at some point, they're like, I wish I had some Rams futures. Then the Stafford
Yeah.
stuff pops up.
yeah.
Their value tanks. And nobody bought the dip on Matthew Stafford.
You know what not the funniest part, but a funny part about it is for all of like how good the Rams have been and stuff, they still have the Seahawks and 49ers just sitting right there for that, like if the back injury crops up or if the elbow injury. So even the theory isn't even dead yet. The theory of like, how's he going to make it 17 games shot up with horse tranquilizers? You know, because it's like, yeah, the Seahawks are sitting right there. They still have the home game Thursday night, December 18th. You know, it's going to be a hot watch along, by the way. I don't think I'm going to make that cut. But I think George got excited about that for a second. He's like, "Whew, we're gonna have to bring in the good guys."
Matt, all the games that we've gotten this year, we were on an awful fucking stretch of Thursday, and like today's game, next week it's Buffalo, Detroit. Detroit, Dallas. The week before was Buffalo, Houston. All of a sudden, I'm on a good run of games, and I'm freaking happy about that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. We got to play here. It's going to be intriguing here, I think, from a ruling perspective.
Uh-oh.
That's a touchdown.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a touchdown.
That's got to be a touchdown.
Well, we got
What's the flag for?
Oh,
yeah, you guys aren't gonna like this. You guys are not gonna like this.
These are the games that frustrate me to all.
It's gonna be a toughie.
all nets.
It's gonna be...
He's gonna say push.
Have you
off.
gotten to the replay yet? Not gonna like it.
Oh man, these are the games that send me into orbit because
that's soft.
there's a lot.
That's a
There's a
soft call.
Bengals
Yeah.
backers are getting a lot of
That's cozy.
fortunate
That's a soft
outcomes
call.
right now. That's fucking
Come
insane.
on.
Insane. How
Oh.
bad?
Yeah,
This is the NFL. Come on.
yeah.
It's sickening, Alex.
We better get like
Fucking all
75
this
more
CLV
offensive
and
pass interference
just
calls this weekend. This
Sorry, they're still going to score a
this summer.
touchdown. At least now they'll do it and not leave the Bengals anytime.
ooh,
I'm glad you're
Silver lining.
optimistic on a first and 20. I'm
we got silver lining there.
There you go. They're going to move the ball down just fine.
yeah, but when you
No
got to
need
cover
get-
margin,
No need to
Alex,
get tilted yet.
when you got to cover margin, Alex, you can only have like so many high volume plays go against you. And we're
Yeah,
at
but as
3
long as they score a touchdown on this drive, then that doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? You'd almost rather they take longer to score. Obviously, now you still need to score, but
just I'm counting it as like 3 fucking
The bad news is because we're doing this, I can't hear Jason Garrett talking about the momentum swings.
he's on the
Better
call.
how are you
Probably.
going to know where the momentum is?
How am I gonna know? Right? There's still no momentumometer on these broadcasts, which is an outrage, frankly.
They need one with
So.
Garrett's face just the top of the
Yeah.
dial.
Or just like him giving like thumbs ups and thumbs downs. Oh,
After
Boy.
this third down play, I have a question for you.
you can give it to me right now because I've already seen the third down play,
Oh boy.
and that would distract me from giving you any sort of hints on what happens.
Matt, you're not very good at not spoiling.
Oh my
You're
god.
not
I know,
very
right?
good.
I was like, don't worry, George. I don't
I've-
have to spoil.
I've-
I did
I've
one that was like
successfully
really good
guessed-
non-spoil.
I've successfully guessed everything you've alluded to in your non-spoiler phase.
I'm so good about not spoiling, and then spoiled literally everything.
This
there,
is
so-
such a. This is
That's right.
such like the Ravens should be up fucking 7+ right now, and they're down. This is
65 points they should be up, approximately. Like a good 9 touchdown lead, I think,
this,
based on
Wow.
what we've seen so far.
Well, my question was,
Yes,
tomorrow,
Bengals defense. Yeah, sorry, no. Yes, tomorrow.
nice slate of college football.
Robust.
You got any?
Absolutely.
You got any bets that you like?
Do I have any bets out? That's adorable. I think I have 9 of the games in play. Not I think,
Okay.
let's be honest. I know about that. I know that I do. Is this a situation where you just want to start listing off games? And
Yeah,
no,
or
we're
like
not
maybe
gonna do
give
that.
me
We're
like
not doing that.
your like favorite like 3.
All right, well, tell me how the Egg Bowl isn't going to get super weird tomorrow. Like
It always does, right?
based on everything I know about college football, and it's been like a pretty tame season. It's been entertaining. Obviously, like it's kind of hard to screw up college football from like an
Mhm.
entertainment perspective, but we haven't had the kind of blow up, oh boy, like here we go, like type of weekend. And we essentially are getting kind of slow bleeped throughout Friday into Saturday, where it's like one after, and just the way the calendar has worked, right? Where all of these teams, the Ole Miss, the Alabama, Oregon, of course, Ohio State, even Texas A&M, are all playing on the road in these rivalry
Mhm.
games. And it's like it could easily have been the other way, just because 50% of the time that's just how it works, right? And so I don't know, like maybe it's always like this every 2 years because Oregon, if they're playing Washington every year and flipping back and forth, I guess all of the quote unquote yearly better teams are playing on the road, on odd numbered years. I, Mississippi State is so much better than they ever have been before when some of these
Mhm.
Egg Bowls have been more interesting. And the SEC is such that like if you don't have your schedule like planned out, the sneaky part of Lane Kiffin is with how Ole Miss scheduled their season this year. So he obviously had a couple of bye weeks in there, right? But
Yeah.
he somehow got it so that he had 2 SEC games in September, which starts spreading out your SEC schedule. And so then when you're popping in bye weeks and what was the dumpster fire team that they played this year? The tin can or tin horn team that they played?
Citadel, I think the Citadel.
Citadel, Bemidji State, whatever it happened to be. And they also threw in like a Washington State home game in there. And so they
Yeah.
have all of these breaks in their schedule, either sort of literal or figurative, so that they never had like a run of like 4 straight SEC games where you're just like, oh God, like this is going to be tough. Obviously, a couple of disappointing SEC teams in there as well. And so when you go back to their resume, it's like they lose at Georgia and then they win on the road at Oklahoma, right at kind of that meaty part of the season where John Mateer's hand was still kind of mangled. Like he was out there with
Mhm.
like a claw, I think. Like he was trying to throw with a claw. And so, they're playing kind of like a, sort of semi-literally handicapped John Mateer. And so like that's the only real resume win that's on the board there, because otherwise it's just kind of churning through this relatively easy schedule. Meanwhile, the Vanderbilts and the Mississippi States here are just like clawing up the SEC and like trying to do that the best they can. And it's just like, yeah, sorry, you got 5 straight SEC games that are absolutely like blowtorch type games. Texas A&M had that. They have succeeded in all of that. That's why they're ranked the way that they are, right? And Oklahoma, having lost just 2 games despite the run that they've had to deal with, is incredible. So my point is that Mississippi State goes through all of that gauntlet and they take a few bullets and they're competitive with Texas, almost beat them, almost beat Tennessee, and then they have the bye week last week, and it's like they finally have this chance to like
Catch our breath
heal.
here.
Yeah, and just be like, all right, like, and again, like Ole Miss has it too, but Ole Miss has had all of these bye weeks and tin horn games scheduled throughout their season because, like, I guess it's Lane Kiffin doing it. He's kind of masterminded the
Mhm.
schedule where, like, he's playing Kentucky in week 2, and it's an SEC game. You're like, you're starting this early, and it's like, yeah, so we can spread it out. We don't have the gauntlet. And so they get kind of overrated from like a rankings, college football playoff rankings standpoint. Now they haven't been necessarily bumped up in like a market rating perspective. And so that's why this number is even kind of as low as it is, because the betting market isn't going crazy about Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin, which is funny that the rest of college football is going crazy over Lane Kiffin. And so you watch Vanderbilt last week, and they played like the best game they've played all season against Kentucky, a team that had been like super competitive against some of these other SEC teams in a similar way. And it's because they had their bye week the week before. And so like they again had been just taking bullets all season long, and then they finally get a week off and they play their best game. So I think that's kind of the deal with Mississippi State potentially, where like I watched that game against Missouri 2 weeks ago. Like they were done. Like they were just like, we are no longer interested in playing football anymore because like it kind of sucks going SEC gauntlet every week. And so I think they're going to play a really good game tomorrow. And you know, we can do the whole like thing about like Lane Kiffin always kind of blows it eventually, which is again what makes this so funny that like
We got
make $100 million contract.
We need three.
Sorry, Jeff.
We need your 3 picks because we are coming down to the last minute here. I know we got a
Also,
timeout.
Tinsley, a big pass play to
we
midfield,
got
which is
commercials. So we got all kinds. We got timeouts. We're fine, George.
Case Brown
One
got
timeout remaining. We're good.
Case Brown got to his 3rd catch.
Anyways.
We are one more away, Alex.
That's right. Yeah. So anyway, long-winded way of saying that I like Mississippi State +7 tomorrow. And then like the other interesting games. Again, nobody's going to have this one circled necessarily on the calendar. I like New Mexico at home against San Diego State. Sort of a win in, you're in. To like nobody thought New Mexico was going to be any good this season. I think they were like picked to be 2nd or 3rd last in the Mountain West, and like I think they're gonna find themselves in the conference title game. Oh, come on, in the conference title game a week from now. So they are like +1. Last I looked, anyway, against San Diego State. Again, you might have to put in some effort in to find that game in order to watch it. And then like late night finisher, little Arizona State. Kenny Dillingham, man, like just in Kenny we trust. If you can win games with Jeff Sims as your quarterback, who I believe is older than me, like he might have to leave the game early tomorrow to coach multiple kids' sports. Based on how long he's been and been bad in college football, man. If you can win games, they had him running like 29 times in one game, and then they had another game where it was like you're just gonna get play action, like RPO'd to death, and then another game where like we're just gonna hand the ball off to our running backs. Kenny Dillingham might be the best coach in college football, or at least have the kind of best future in college football. And he gets Noah Fafita in Arizona and Brent Brennan, who I don't really think all that much of. And that team's won 4 straight games. They've been losing at the half in 3 of those games, and 2 of those games came against teams who had either just gotten blown out or got blown out the very next week. So I don't know that those wins were like super stellar for Arizona. Classic scenario where like Arizona sneaks their way into ranking. You see it in college basketball, you see it in college football, right? You have a couple of good weeks, couple of good results.
Just break their way a little bit.
Guess who's ranked? And it's like, remember when like Cincinnati was like 7-1, and it's like we might need a bigger sample size on the Bearcats. And then it's like when they started playing real teams, they lost 3 straight.
We gotta look.
So yeah, Arizona State +1.5 the last time I looked when I bet that in the nightcap tomorrow. So again, like don't be fazed if Jeff Sims has to go coach little league soccer, indoor soccer for a 7-year-old. But hopefully.
So we got I like how you spread the games out there. So we can start off with a little dog in the egg bowl, and then we can go into the afternoon, buffet with a little New Mexico as slight home dogs, and then we cap it off with Arizona State at home. All right.
I like that college football was like, for the first time ever, we're gonna throw the egg bowl on at noon on Friday, and it's gonna be like the biggest egg bowl.
It's been on Thursday nights a lot too, right? Yeah.
The infamous Elijah Moore fake urination
peeing on the fire hydrant,
or maybe he really did.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's been proven one way or another.
Yeah.
So and it's like, if you were looking to be a little bit slow to get going tomorrow, especially if you're on the West Coast, it's like, ooh, sorry guys. Literally maybe eggs in the frying pan, egg bowl, things of that nature. So it's gonna be a fun weekend.
Speaking of fun, tomorrow we're gonna have a big watch along for the Black Friday game. Chicago Bears, Philadelphia Eagles. Rob Pizzola hosting. I'll be there. Jason will be there. Jeff Feinberg will be there. We'll all be in studio. It'll be a lot of fun. I like a Friday afternoon game, man. That's like a nice change up.
and I'll be at home watching the Habs and Vegas go head to head.
It forced
Maybe
me.
live
What
tweeting
time's
it.
that?
Anyone, that's at 4:00.
I was gonna say it feels like a 4 o'clocker if I've ever heard one right there. Just get weird with the Habs
Yeah.
in Vegas at 4 o'clock. Why not?
Is everybody
Good
off?
gravy.
Tomorrow's a holiday in America as well, right?
Yeah.
No.
Tomorrow's a holiday. They get the 2 days for Thanksgiving. They do it right. We get 1 day, and it's barely even like no one even ever knows when it is because there's nothing to like signify. They're like, oh, this is Thanksgiving weekend because like this is happening. Like nothing's happening. We have no like Thanksgiving traditions or anything. It's yeah.
Yeah, people are throwing parent-teacher interviews in the mix in the Ottawa school board, which again, act of terrorism. Like if you said like, hey, there's an act of terrorism in Ottawa, right? That seems like a big news thing, yet nobody talks about the parent-teacher interviews that are going on within the school board.
This can't be true. Is it? No, Friday is not a holiday? Not a holiday?
Well, there isn't a human being who like goes to work that day. So I mean, you can call it whatever you want, I guess, right?
I did not know this. This is like brand new information to me. I honestly just had my whole life just assumed that like the Friday's off. Everyone traveled, and like the thing with the States is everyone travels to like their families. Like, schools can't be open. I would have been like, I don't know, the US is so different where like people feel like spread out with their families, so everyone's got to like go visit people here, there, wherever. Like I just assumed always that like it was a 2 days off type of situation.
Yeah, once we started calling it Black Friday, I thought we officially kind of locked it in for like a holiday, right? Because we only started doing that like about 15 years ago.
PTO for the Friday, depending on what your employer does.
I'm just going to spoil this one for you guys. This is some stuff that just happened. Because I haven't been spoiling it up until this point. Yeah, you know what? People get to buy things that they don't need for prices that are slightly better than what they were otherwise going to be. I never know what this call is supposed to be.
All right, you know what? This game is sickening. This game is fucking sickening.
I think
you know what's sickening about it, Matt, is how many people have gotten so many fucking breaks in this game. Like, what the fuck is going on here, man?
Well, this is hearkening back to a time.
Okay, that's an incomplete pass.
I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure it is, but I never get it. I never understand that call because it's like he's ceasing to throw. He has no interest.
Yeah.
He's not throwing. Yeah, they're like he is.
Yeah, that's like he wasn't gonna. There was like pump fake and he was gonna. I don't know. I think that should be a fumble realistically because he was not trying to throw. But like, I also really would like this to not be a fumble and like this is an incomplete pass. Forward motion with the hand.
Yeah, they're riding it out.
Matt, I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think you're a big mush. You've come on, and the Baltimore Ravens have fucking.
Well, that implies that I don't have the Bengals plus 7.5.
Was your nickname Eddie Mush?
I can't mush things that I have a bet on.
No, you're mushing my bet. My bet.
That's not a mush if you have the right side in this game.
You're like the dealer of death that comes in blackjack and just comes and wipes the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm the Asian lady. Everybody's always said that about me. They're like, you're kind of like an Asian lady.
We hit the fucking Chase Brown. Look at that, Alex. 2 props given out, 2 fucking winners already. I'm the new prop guy.
How good are you guys at this?
I'm the new prop guy. That's I went on a bad losing streak to start the year, and things are all turning around here.
I'm sure you'd give it all away for a Ravens cover though right now.
100%.
I love John Harbaugh arguing with it as if like John Harbaugh isn't like the director of like what's it, competition or whatever, where it's like he's made up all the rules basically for
hate
football.
Lamar's indifference when he makes all these boneheaded plays. It pisses me off.
What I was gonna say was like there was a time, like I think we forget because he's played so well the last 2 seasons where he's been like an MVP candidate. Like a lot of people had some issues with Lamar Jackson's ball security for a lot of seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a bit of a sloppy boy when it comes to ball security, and that's got to be factored in a little bit, I think, to how we're kind of handicapping the Ravens here this season.
One thing to have 1 or 2 bad bounces against you when you've had 4 in this game. It's a little fucking it puts you in orbit really fast.
Are we counting that as a bad bounce, or are we counting that as maybe just sheer incompetence?
I'm just saying all the high
Something to think about.
stuff has gone against Baltimore. It's
Yes, fair.
if you back the Bengals here, you're not allowed to ask for any one times on Sunday. That's the rules.
All right. No, we're not that far.
You've
We are
literally
not. The only thing that's kind of fluky.
That was
This is
not
The thing that's kind of
cash.
fluky
No
was
way.
the likely thing. The likely thing was the only thing that was kind of fluky. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't love the offensive pass interference. So, but like the
besides
other
all
stuff
that,
is
besides all that,
well, it's 2 plays. You're saying there's like 5 plays and like I need to go buy a lottery ticket or something. And it's like, they made it. The Ravens have a couple of plays to likely, and honestly, like obviously the Derrick
literally
Henry run for a
handed the
touchdown. It's like,
Bengals
okay, that's
6
not
points.
that
They literally handed the Bengals 6
right. And
points.
but
And-
that's
and-
kind of
and-
Lamar Jackson's thing.
and they took 14 points off the board for themselves. So yeah, I think it's a 20-point variance.
But if
win.
you're gonna
is
do
little
the
extreme.
thing, like if you're gonna do the thing you're like known for doing, or like we're known for doing for a long time, then I shouldn't really be all that mad at you when you do the thing. Ceases to kind of become variance when it's just like the thing you do. Lamar gets a little sloppy out there. That's a sloppy boy play.
That's okay.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's
No, I don't think you do. I think you're getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's like the dealer that she's taking
100%.
everybody's money. It's not hers. She's secretly
No, yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh,
have you
yeah.
ever been at
No,
the blackjack
she-
table? Yeah. She gets a
Of
kick out of it.
course.
She goes home and says,
Kidding
"You know
me?
what?
Yeah.
I fucking ruined
Yeah.
like 10 people's moods tonight."
Yeah. I really, those white kids with the puka shell necklaces, man, like I took them. That's what she says to her husband or life partner.
Never been into the puka shell necklace. Are we at halftime right now, or Ravens have time to turn it over one more time?
They have time to turn it over one more time, but I think they're just going to give us one Lamar rush to get us closer to the over 5.5.
fumbled!
And
No, I'm just kidding. That was one.
I think George would have dropped off the stream if that happened.
Oh no,
I
there's
think
no.
we
Well,
wouldn't-
I'm definitely not.
I
getting
100.
it.
You two would have hosted the rest of the
But-
stream. I would have been fucking in orbit. I would have been elevating out of my chair right now, defying gravity. The cartoons
Kicker
where
from fumble, like
mad,
another
when
field
they're
goal.
mad in the steam, like they're rising with the steam that's coming out of their ears. That's what would have happened to me.
When do I get to complain that the Bengals red zone offense should have more than created 12 points? When do I get to do that as far as variance is concerned? When do we get to have that conversation, George?
Bad offenses do bad things, my friend.
Hey, listen, if Joe Burrow is your quarterback, I don't care if he just rolled out of bed. They're not a bad offense. Bad defense. I'll give you credit for that. But not a bad offense. Not with Joe Burrow.
Matt, we'll leave it at that. And Alex,
Yeah,
Matt-
get me out of
Matt
here.
tries to
Kick
come
me
back
off.
in if Matt tries to come back in the fourth quarter when it's closed, you will double bolt the door. Okay, I've had enough turnovers for the night. I'm kidding, Matt.
Got
Thank
him.
you for your time.
Gentlemen, what a treat. What an absolute delight. Happy Thanksgiving to
Always
you
a
guys.
pleasure, Matt.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Enjoy your
Thanksgiving.
Black Friday.
Enjoy the rest of this game.
Thanks,
Take it
boys.
easy.
Appreciate it. Later.
Take care. All
Well,
right.
George, not the score you want at halftime. Not the score you'd expect at halftime, given how the first half has gone too.
You know what bothers me more, Alex, than anything? It's one thing to you make a bad call, you've handicapped the game wrong. There's nothing worse than when just all the fucking variances fucking piling up against you.
Yeah, that's the Bengals have run 45 plays to 27 for the Ravens because of those turnovers.
Yes. Like literally the Ravens handed them 6 points with turnovers and took a touchdown off the board and then the penalty. Anyways, let's not focus on that. Let's look at the live lines because there's I want to angry bet right now. Plus,
All right, here we
it's
go.
not just angry betting. We fucking won the Likely and Chase Brown in the first half, Alex.
Yep, we did. We did.
2 winners, and we still got the Charlie Kolar plus.
So we're
plus
looking
1,000.
at -7.5 second half here for the Ravens. Juice minus 7.5 here at FanDuel, minus 2.5 live line, so minus 7.5 second half, and
Who's-
a total.
Who starts with the ball?
The Ravens will start with the ball.
All right, let's do Ravens minus 2.5, minus 125 for a unit.
All right.
Gonna add that.
I will. I can track that in here on BetStamp.
Beautiful.
Man, that was frustrating. That was frustrating. All right, live here. We're tracked. Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's. I think if they stop shooting themselves in the foot, that's the right side.
It's just
But,
fucking.
like-
It's been insane. It's been insane. Let's maybe we do something fun here. Let's go to the audience. I like to steal our audience's plays and pawn them off as my own. What do you guys like? Is there anything live that's sticking out to you? Receiving, rushing, contribute. We'll do a collaboration. Early bird
I will
Ken-
say
a banger last
we're already
week.
on it. We're already on it. But Lamar, when he tends to make these mistakes, like because we've seen this before, right? He's had the turnover issues in games and stuff. He tends to like try and overcompensate and make up for it by himself and like do it all himself. I think that live Lamar rush overs, especially when like Bengals probably going to be in a situation where they're like defending the pass a little bit, maybe not, there's going to be a lot of opportunities where Lamar's dropping back to run and he'll have time and space to run, I think. And he's going to try and do a lot to make up for his turnovers earlier on. So
What's
we're
the
looking at what live? He's 29.5. So like 4 yards off the pregame total. We're already at 16.
And total 29.5. Yeah, I like that. That's not a bad look.
So 14, you need 14 in the second half.
This would be your play. You can make the play too.
Yeah. I'll add to it. I'll double down here. Flowers will eat, I think, from Big Mac Phil.
The problem is Big Mac, and I think you're right. It's just they're so bad at covering the tight end. That's clearly the vulnerability. Maybe Mark Andrews live is something we could look at.
Yeah, there was a pretty popular. I know Rob stole Fez's Mark Andrews, or was it the other way around? I don't know, but he's only got 6. He got 27.5 live right now in a passing game script for the Ravens, and he was up like steamed well above 40, I think, pregame. So 27.5. I know Mr. Peanut Butter says, betting live, you're not getting a better line. You're getting an adjusted pregame line based on what's happened. But
why don't you walk everybody through the board? I'm gonna use the bathroom, grab another water, and load up for the second half.
Yep. All right. Goon says Flowers rushing over. Ooh, I like that look, actually. Let's see. Little jet sweep here to Flowers. I like that quite a bit. Also, if you're watching this right now, which obviously you guys are watching this, if you're listening to me, trying to find, there we go, Flowers. I don't see a rushing yardage thing for him though. I just see 5+ right now. Which I mean at plus 320, I like that too. I like that look quite a bit. But yeah, if you are watching this right now, Flowers Goon is going to be with us and in studio. I believe I don't want to get my dates mixed up, but I believe you can clarify in the chat, Goon, off the top of my head. I think it's this Thursday coming up. So like a week from tonight, Goon is going to be in studio with us watching Cowboys and Lions, which should be a lot of fun. And he's going to bring us a couple beverages. It's a little treat. I'm looking forward to that. Who received first? Drew Furstenberger. The Bengals did. So the Ravens get the ball first coming out of the half here. Yeah, Ravens will get the ball first. Looks like they're taking a little money right now in the second half. Ravens taking a little bit of second half money. Not a lot, but they're taking a little bit of second half money. Getting a little bit more juice now, that 7.5. I will be there, Drew. I will be there. I can't miss Goon coming to the office. Cannot miss that. So I got to make sure I'm there. I actually didn't tell G-Stack about this yet, so it's going to be a little nice, fun surprise. Maybe we'll let him know now. He's back here with us.
Back.
Hey,
What's the
we
surprise?
got.
There's been a lot of
forgot to
bad
tell you.
surprises here.
This is a good surprise. This is a good surprise. Traffic permitting, but Goon is going to be with us in studio on Thursday next week.
Oh yeah, big game
He's going
too.
to come by for the Thursday nighter.
Is Goon a gooner? Because we have a darts board, and I'd like to teach Drunken Goon some lessons on the darts board.
I don't know. Have to ask him.
All right, let's look at a punt something. We're seeing turnover, field goal, chase, parlay. No, Drew, I want no part of the Bengals, my friend.
What do we do? Oh, how about this? Hold on a
Next
second.
drive, so we want drive SGP.
Yeah.
8th drive results.
We're gonna
touchdown. It's got to
Bengals
be
get the ball
touchdown.
next. No, yeah, it's
No,
got to be touchdown here. Then Ravens get the ball next. Yeah, so touchdown.
Punt.
And the other little turnover. Let's get the
No,
turnover
no.
variance.
No, he was
Okay,
Drew
not
first
with the
Drew
R.
first
Eh?
appearance on the Cincinnati Bengals, and I want no parts of any juju that way. Let's go punt Bengals. Ravens touchdown. Who do we like to catch the ball?
Mark Andrews.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Plus 789.
Let's do it.
TD, punt, and Andrews to catch a ball. That's the official. That's the official second half. Punt parlay variation SGP. That's what we're going with here.
Lucas wants to know Lamar under passing yards. What is his live number right now? He's at 127. Is there a live market on that?
There is. Let me just get it up here before I. Lamar live pass yards right now is at 261.5.
Oh, he's got a pregame bet. He wants to know if there's a chance. I guess if they start running the ball more, the problem is, I think
I don't even
Lamar
want to put this out there, but an injury could get him there too. That's always going to get you there for an under. I'm sorry, George.
What is this stream? You and Feinberg are closing the show out. I am fucking out. I am out of here.
Oh, this camera on this blur.
Oh, nice. He's got a likely over receiving with a Lamar under negative correlated parlay. I like that. Yeah, Monroe's going to be out for a few weeks.
I'm going to figure out this camera in a second. I'm going to get a drink and I'm going to put you solo for 2 seconds.
All right. How can I entertain the audience? How about rapid fire? Just ask any question. It could be about today's game, Sunday, maybe make a comment. Who's another concert? I didn't realize every Thanksgiving game is a concert now. Lil Jon halftime. That's Lil Jon. What the fuck is Lil Jon doing here? I haven't heard a Lil Jon song in forever. What will we eat in studio tomorrow? What should we eat? What's a good food to have to eat on during the game? That's not messy, but because I don't want to spill something on myself, and then I got to go the rest of the stream explaining why my sweater's dirty, Is it pizza? Is pizza a good thing? Wings are too messy. Burritos? Nah, too much work. Too much work. Well, ask Feinberg. Feinberg's good at these suggestions for sure. When he's almost here, when he arrives, we'll get Jeff's thoughts on what we should eat tomorrow. Interesting. I guess they liked what they saw from the Bengals. I don't know. I see an offense that's inconsistent. Like even the couple third down, third and longs that they converted. I don't know. Just feels like it's one of those fucking ugly games though, where Cincinnati gets all the breaks. Big Mac Phil, I am a sucker for any like sort of pasta with like homemade sauce and meat, like bolognese or anything like that. All day sucker for it. Chips and salsa, that's not bad. That's not bad. Chips and guac. I'm a guac guy. I like guac a little bit more than salsa. Hate hummus. I think hummus is nobody likes hummus. Everybody pretends they like hummus. Yeah. You're sticking on the Ravens ship. Me too. Me too. Good bet. Closed well. Bad in-game execution. Chickpeas are a food from Satan. I don't mind chickpeas, but just hummus, there's nothing. Hummus doesn't taste great. It just tastes like you're eating calories. You're just consuming calories. You're not, there's nothing great about it. I could go many ways with this Wheels Up. I'm a reader. I like reading a lot. I like sports memorabilia, cards. Big sports cards guy. I used to have a lot more hobbies. Not as many anymore.
I like that I can travel with you, George.
Yeah. Taking shots at a sports podcast. No, Hitman works his ass off and he will not be joining us tonight. In fact, basically Monday watch along was the last appearance from him this week. He'll be back again on both watch alongs next week. Plus all the hammer.
That's the opposite of works his ass off. This guy takes a whole week off in the middle of football season. Supposed to be a pro football bettor. What is he doing? Come on, man. It's Thanksgiving. It's not fucking.
Hitman's good.
Happens every year. You're okay.
Hitman's good. You know, Hitman's very good at his job. I got to give him some credit. He is an incredible prop bettor. The way his mind thinks live in game of like situations, and I don't know that I could do it. I don't even think it's enjoyable, like to always watch the moving odds board. Sometimes you just want to watch the game and relax.
It's true. It's like mentally exhausting. I found like you also get like, so I don't want to say like hooked is maybe not the right word, but I found a new live edge that I've been kind of betting a lot, a hockey one, and it's nice to like win money off it, but it's also like I kind of hate that I found it because I'm like so dialed in during games now, like checking these lines and like making these bets that I feel like I'm not as nearly as dialed into the games, you know, and like I'm kind of missing what's happening, and because I'm just like betting this stuff, and I'm just like this is like, and I'm like, and then I'm like, I don't want to do it tonight. I just want to like watch the games, but then like you get FOMO, and then you inevitably do it. And then you like, it's just a cycle. And then now I need the edge to dry up at one point, and that's it.
All right, let me just rip through a couple of these questions. Am I surprised Henry isn't getting more carries? A little bit. It feels like the Ravens got away from their run game, but part of it's like the pass games just work so well. Let's see how they look in the second half. Red or white pasta sauce, drunken goon. My answer is all the sauces, pesto, everything. I love.
No,
there's not a sauce.
Red.
I like them all. I have a couple really nice Patrick Mahomes rookie cards. Not pull. I buy graded stuff. I don't get the thrill of opening packs. Feels like pure gambling.
Really? You don't like to open a box and just see what you're gonna know? Rip like 20 packs in a box, and
then I don't want the cards either, Alex. I don't. That's the other problem.
I know. I got boxes of cards in my basement that like, because you only obviously the only ones you need to kind of store away properly are the good ones. And yeah.
Drew wants to know, if you couldn't bet sports, what would you be doing for a gig?
I mean, I'm not a pro bettor. This is my gig. I like content. I loved writing. I kind of grew up writing a lot, and sports is my passion, and I loved writing, so that's kind of like blended the two. So I'd be in a dying a dying media landscape, I'd say. Trying to, do the whole sports journalism thing, probably going, beat to beat. And yeah, I'm glad, thankfully for sports betting, like I'm able to be in this space more so, and like betting is obviously important to what I do, but yeah, I think I'd still be doing something in a similar vein.
If
I don't know.
I
How about you?
wasn't in this world and broadcasting, I'd actually like to do a job where nobody knows me, just in isolation, maybe like on a farm or something. I'm at the
Oh,
stage
you're
of my
saying,
life that I want to disappear, I just want to.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So you're saying there's a Lamar, attempted run. You're saying out of the broadcast field completely. Yeah, I would love to do something with my hands, like, you know, be in some sort of trade. Probably like carpentry. I like building things. I do a lot of that stuff around my own house, and like that's like a just like a side like passion thing of mine where I love just like taking on a new project and just trying to build something, whether it's like a new shed, a deck, whatever. So like to be able to do that would be pretty cool.
Let me speed run through a couple of these things. I have a lot of thoughts on the Baker stuff. I think it will go higher if Baker's in. I like anything over 3 on the Cardinals. I want to fade this spot for Baker. And if it's not Baker, I want to try to beat the news, but I like Arizona as anything as like a dog. If it's a pick 'em or anything, I really like Arizona. This is one of those games with the Davis Mills situation against Jacksonville, where it's kind of like I'm gonna bet on Houston either side. I just want to see where it lands, and that's how it feels. Obviously, you want to beat the news if you can, but I saw this. This was interesting. Someone was in our Discord talking about Dak Prescott, 400-1 for MVP, and I'm like, if he runs the table and he's playing as well as he does, and Stafford falters a little bit, that's going to be quite an interesting ticket. That being said, let's bring in our guest. I like having Jeff Feinberg in the third quarter. How are you, my friend?
What's up, boys?
How's your Thanksgiving? How's your American Thanksgiving going?
Oh, I love today. It's a great day. Love Thanksgiving. Love America. Love food. The Bengals winning this game is kind of putting me in orbit at the moment, but
oh yeah, you mean Joe Burrow 15 of 32, and they're winning by 5 was expected.
I'm expected, but I don't know.
None of this is expected. None of this. Jeff, how are you, man? Did you eat today turkey? Or do you guys get in the American tradition, or are you just like normal Thursday?
No, just pretty normal. But I was out at a bar watching with some pals for most of the day, so it was a good time.
So did you get to denounce any like parenthood obligations today? Your wife gave you the day. She knows sacred day football on.
Not
good?
really. I was around. I was helping out with some stuff. My wife had to go out tonight, so I picked up the slack.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. George, how your bets going, buddy?
Well, I have 2 amazing Ravens bets that closed well and are going to lose. So that is fun. How about let's get synced up. Jeff, where are you in the game?
Let me guess. Oh, mine froze. I'll let you. Well, let me just get organized for. I think I'm like really behind here.
Are you on first and 10, 11, 28, 27, 26?
Nope. I'm still on 3rd and 4.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are behind.
But that's me. I can catch. I'm
because it froze. Yeah. The Ravens being unable to get off the field on 3rd downs is just extremely frustrating.
It's crazy all night. All night.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be their 2 like penalties when they were scoring touchdowns, but other than that, yeah, I haven't really thought much of the 3rd downs.
How much joy did you get in the Chiefs losing earlier, Jeff?
Yeah, that was great. Wasn't that fun? I don't know that they're dead yet, but they play Houston on Sunday Night Football. So hopefully, like Will Anderson and those boys will just smack them around again.
At
They have to-
Arrowhead, right?
It feels like they have to run the table at this point, right?
I think they can lose one.
You could probably lose one, but it would have to.
No, because
might
they
need
don't have
help.
they don't have tiebreakers against like Jacksonville and all the other teams in that
Or
like
the Bills,
wild.
they lost to the Bills.
Yeah, they're in a tough spot.
Play the Chargers in a couple weeks. Next week. No, next week the Chargers play the Eagles. Yeah, Chargers have a tough run. Eagles, then the Chiefs.
Oh, another big third down here.
Okay, we're gonna sync up after this play.
Yeah. Timeout. Jeff, who's Frank Urban Zoller? Do you know that? You know that person?
Am I supposed to know who that is?
I don't know. Someone said the thoughts on the passing of the great Frank Urban Zoller. I've never heard of him, so I wasn't sure if you've heard of him.
I saw Fuzzy Zeller, like a golfer, died today, but I didn't know. I don't
Oh,
know. if Frank-
is Frank Urban is his first name? I didn't know
I have
that.
no idea. I don't think this is the same person. Moretta, was there any? There was zero hockey today, right?
No hockey today. The NHL is basically like, hands up, we're not competing with the NFL. We won't win, which is great. I actually, you know what? They do a lot of dumb things. The NHL, I think that's one thing that they got right. Like, this is the NFL has owned this day forever. Like, this is a sacred day. Thanksgiving and the NFL go hand in hand. Don't try and infringe on it. I think college football and Black Friday is fun, but like that's not like as much of a sacred thing. Like, you know, they have 15 games tomorrow. Everyone in the NHL plays tomorrow pretty much. So yeah.
So there's like a lot of afternoon games tomorrow.
Ton. Games start at 12. There's a bunch at like 3, 4. Yeah.
Apparently, it is Fuzzy Zeller that they're asking you about. His name's Frank Urban.
Oh, R.I.P.
The
I saw
Ravens.
someone spreading some rumors about Steve Tasker dying, and then Tasker tweeted out like, "I'm fine." Like, what's with these people? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, Timmy, I'm ready to jump off the stream, man. This is brutal, man. Just bad penalties. They should have had Burrow dead to rights. I've never seen a team make so many collective mistakes. Jeff, we'll try to sync up on the next play, okay?
Yeah. Sorry, just bringing up the standings here. I want to see what this is doing. Oh, so gutless, the Ravens. They're probably playing for nothing. That's the problem. Let's be honest.
The Ravens are playing for the division.
Yeah.
They can't cede ground to the Steelers.
It just doesn't feel like there's any way the Steelers will like hold them off, even if the Ravens lose this game. No.
I mean, they still got to play each other, so there's two
Do you
high
think
leverage
the Steelers
games.
beat the Bills this week?
No.
No. But what? That's 3.5 now.
No, there's 3 minus 115s out there.
Okay, yeah, and that was like 4.5 on Monday, wasn't it?
I don't know. I gave it out at 3.5 on Tuesday. I did not know Deion Dawkins also is going to miss, so the Bills not having both their tackles was a nice fucking surprise for me on Wednesday at the practice, but that's what happens.
Okay, are you on? Have you seen this 1st and 10?
The fact that they're still showing the Zay Flowers is putting me in orbit right now. Like, why are we reliving the blown call by the refs?
I haven't seen 1st and 10 yet. No.
There are a few blown calls today. The refs giving LaFleur the timeout, even though that helped me. It was pretty bold.
Yeah.
1st and 10 now.
Yeah. So it's 2nd and 10 right now, Jeff.
Read me your play clock.
33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Where are you?
Keep going.
21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16.
Okay. We're good.
Perfect. Big 2nd and 10. We got to hold them to a field goal here.
Man, this would be quite the underdog day, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if it continues tomorrow or if the Eagles are going to kill the Bears.
Damn, man, the AFC seems so wide open for a few teams now.
Honestly, the whole league seems so wide open.
NFC's kind of culminating into like 3 or 4 power sources, but AFC, like nobody believes Denver and Indy are the best teams in the AFC. So that's where like the dynamic becomes. There's like 5 or 6 teams in the AFC that you have to consider. Like in the NFC, it's what? Rams, Seattle.
I don't take Seattle seriously. I don't think Seattle, like with Sam Darnold, they are not to be taken seriously. I watched Sam Darnold play his best season of his professional career last year. Oh my God, he made that catch.
Of course, Tanner Hudson makes a one-handed catch. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he make a one-handed catch?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is one of those games that's just fucking toast from the beginning.
No,
This is one of those, like, you know, casino trips, Jeff, when you get smashed in the first hour and you're like, should I go back to the ATM or is this going to just be one of those days? Yeah, over Kyle Hamilton too, eh? Like one-handed, like fucking unreal. Well, I guess I got to congratulate Bengals backers.
You know what? Everyone's going to come out too and talk about how like Burrow came back, saved the Bengals. When it's nothing to do with that.
Let me see.
I love Burrow too, but it's just like that's going to be the narrative, and it has nothing to do with that.
Burrow's completed under 50% of his passes.
Who the Bengals play next week?
That's a good question. I'll pull it up now.
Oh, the Bills.
Ooh.
And then the Ravens again.
In Buffalo, so.
And then they finished.
Again, yeah. Then at Miami.
Yeah.
And then Arizona and Cleveland. It's not an easy schedule for them. If they're not making the playoffs, no chance.
Well, they already have 8 losses. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not making the play. Yeah, they're 3-8.
So I don't even know how they could.
They win the division. They win both Ravens games and they can win the division. That's their
at 8-8?
9-8. They can win. Well, they can win at 8.
9-8. Yeah. Okay, sure. I mean, that's how they can do it.
Yeah.
They won't. It's not a hot take. Yeah, Flacco, they'd probably have more points if Flacco was playing, but that's like Burrow's rusty. I'm not knocking him. Not turning it into that. I don't mean that. Like, obviously, he hasn't played in forever. He's going to look like shit in the red zone, but Hudson bailed him out there.
What are you drinking on, Alex?
The Nadu crew. Little Stella.
Just little blue mountains for me, boys. You know?
Nice. Well, those mountains are blue.
Yeah.
Nice and cold.
Yeah, I keep those.
You guys ever heard of Esco water?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not. Well, this game's over in terms of the
spread's done. The Ravens can still
numbers.
Win,
yeah.
Still, listen, we still got Charlie Kolar to cheer on for a touchdown. We've got
Lamar. We need some Lamar rushing.
You can get your spread or push it maybe if you can get to overtime at like 22 all or something maybe. I'm just trying to but it is right.
Do you have any 6.5, George, or is it all?
You know, it looks like it has no signs of coming to fucking life. Is
all I have is 6.5s.
Oh,
yes, it's
the Ravens' offense has not looked good for weeks.
Yeah, but you just thought tonight they'd like snap out of it against these guys, right?
Yep, for sure.
Silly me.
No, I don't want to look at the live market again because I'm just going to get.
I'm not looking at the live market. I'm looking at the box scores, though.
No. They're asking, like, should we dig out another bet? I'm like, absolutely not. I don't want to put another $1 on this game. This game is I'm like in orbit. I'm not thinking clearly right now.
Well, Mark Andrews only has 6 yards, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
So actually, I'm glad I have you here, Feinberg, because I was
Uh-oh.
talking about this earlier. I was a little bit torn for Survivor this week between Seattle and the Chargers. I'm leaning strongly towards the Chargers because I think I can use the Seahawks again. How do we? I'm not like, look, I don't want. I'm not laughing. I don't want you.
Yeah, I don't know. They better
jinx anything
win.
for your team, whatever. But like, you feel good about it. You're way more plugged in, obviously, to this team than anyone I know.
I never feel good about it, but they should
I
win.
get that.
yeah. Robin Hitman had Mark Andrews overs, so that is a good development there. They can't come to ends, man. This Bengals team.
Yeah, no, they definitely should. I mean, they're playing a team that just lost to Shadur, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've got their own offensive line struggles, so we
should
could
be able to get after Geno.
I don't even think like you'll see something like astonishing or breaking new scheme from the Chargers, but they needed a week off. It's been a long season.
Yeah.
I'll say like George, other than Max Crosby, does anyone else bring pressure
On the Raiders?
Yeah.
No.
So like he's not Josh Allen, but like Herbert sometimes can be like Allen light. And if you only have one guy, like Herbert's usually good at, like, I'm not saying Crosby won't get any sacks. He'll probably blow up a couple plays. But if like really there's only one guy that's going to bring pressure, Herbert's like pretty good at like making a first move and getting a playoff like after that or running for it.
The Raiders also struggle at covering like outside receivers. So
I didn't even look at the injury report today, though. Shit, it's been just such a
no, like there's no injuries in that game. I think your only relevant one is if Hampton will be back next week or not. He's just starting to get out of the practice window, but nobody on the Raiders is going to miss.
So you think Hampton can play this week or no?
No. I think next week.
Yeah, okay. I guess they probably figure they can. They really need Hampton because he's an excellent pass blocker, and the O-line sucks. Whatever. Should they beat the Raiders? But yeah, I guess for Survivor and strategy, it's probably the last game left that you'll feel comfortable using the Chargers.
Yeah, I was looking at their schedule. They go Eagles.
They can really
Cowboys.
They can really shake those Survivors up though, losing to the Raiders this week. I tell you.
Oh yeah, they can.
They're projected to be like over 55% owned because
it's really the last. It's like the last call to use them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Unless like the Broncos win and are playing for nothing week 18, and maybe some people would like.
But there's always the potential that maybe the Chargers are playing for nothing, kind of locked into a.
I'm just saying like when you might like see like a handful of people like. But there's no other spot where you're gonna see like shit, man. Like Herbert.
I try never to factor in week 18 until closer to.
Yeah, for sure. You
don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, you can get some like nice you can get some like F tier backup playing for someone, and you're just like
the only thing I do, Jeff, is I make sure I have at least one or two games where I have both sides of it. So that at worst, if I have no favorites available, I can make a coin flip call because I have either side of a game. I can choose which side of the favorite I want to be on.
If like it might sound weird, but if you pick like a coin flip, like 1-2 point spread, then that makes it easier to like make a hedge, maybe like betting that game. That's not really where my head would be, but
go.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yes.
Man. Let's go. Keaton Mitchell, baby.
Fuck, that's only his over
George,
under.
we also got
how many yards was
Lamar
that?
Lamar's up to 26 now and 5 carries, so we need one more carry for 1 yard to get those, and then we need one carry for like 4 yards to get the live one home. So
I love it. We're killing it. Well, these SGP's dead. I mean, even though Trace Brown has hit his receptions and Mitchell is close to hitting his yards, we're not going to get the Baltimore minus 16 and a half.
Minus 16 and a half.
Yeah.
Now with that attitude, we're not.
Okay, that was who's coming on in the fourth quarter?
No one.
Nobody.
Yeah.
We're not asking you to stay, Jeff. Jeff, you're Jeff. You see the panic on his face there. He's like, "Oh no!"
No, I'm just thinking, like, yeah, I guess like it's American Thanksgiving. I'm sure the numbies are lower than normal, but you know, we love ball, and you're just providing a service for the people who have already are just like home and watching.
Yeah,
we wouldn't do that.
There's like a good no, but like it's 10 o'clock, it's 10:30. Like even if I was a Thanksgiving hardo in the States, which I would be if I was, I'd probably be home by now, like for sure.
Actually, I wanted to.
Oh my God. I'd have crushed it today. Yeah.
Do you know your Chargers buddy over at Barstool there, that Jack Kennedy guy?
No. Ken Jack?
Yeah, Ken Jack.
No. Why? What's he saying?
He has my favorite Twitter thread every year.
Uh-oh. What does he do? Oh.
He does it's time for my favorite Thanksgiving Twitter tradition. Tweet me your passed out uncles, cousins, dads, etc. And like everyone just sends their, and like it is gold. I spend like at the end of the night, like when I'm laying in bed, I'll just spend like an hour going through this. Oh, it is so good. Like some of these guys are just weapons, man. Like it is like look at this with the Miller Lite. Like that's just there's another can there. It's like this is so good. That is like peak content.
Oh, this is gonna be like a stupid finish. This is gonna be the Ravens in the red zone with like 24 seconds left to win this game, right? Like, yeah.
Alex, there's a Greek tradition in my family, big family. So Easter, there's like 50, 60 people there. Mm-hmm. So we all eat lunch.
Where the fuck do you go with 50, 60 people? You have like a ballroom? Who knows 50 people?
We have one cousin who has like a massive backyard, but also has a very big like dining room area.
Sure, yeah, of course,
so,
yeah.
So it's kind of like mixture of like half the people in, half the people out. So, but after we eat lunch, Jeff, everyone goes down to the basement, all the men. And like all of a sudden people just start picking a spot on the floor to lie down and nap. And at one point, Jeff, you get there and there's like 20 men napping simultaneously.
But like on the like a carpeted floor,
on
right?
the floor, the couch, or like anybody finds a spot. It's a carpeted floor, so we just find a spot. And then we all wake up eventually, and now we need seconds. We've worked off the lunch. That's the Greek Easter holiday tradition.
Yeah,
it is like so good to get. I've never used to be like this, but I guess as I get a little older, like you have like a big family thing. There's a lot of commotion. You eat a lot. You're drinking. Like to get the like even just 10 minutes where you kind of get away and like you still hear the noise, but you just like you kind of just lay back. You like maybe you undo your pants. You just like listen and just like fall asleep for like to close your eyes. Even just like get a little. Oh, it's.
Is there
nice.
anything better
really
than
nice.
like just getting some shut eye in a chair, like a comfy chair, when you're like, what?
Fuck?
Let me just an impromptu nap, not a planned one. You just like, why am I fighting it?
No, it's perfect. Yeah. Let me just close my eyes and just let it happen.
Man, those Chase Brown
you got that
receptions.
to Chase. Yeah,
those Chase Brown receptions were the play today.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ravens. I don't know. Any hope of them? Thought of them getting off the field quickly? Seems like that's over.
No, yeah. Yeah, and they're not getting like there was a couple times where they had Burrow dead to rights and they didn't even get the sack. They don't generate a lot of pressure, so it's not like it's a big surprise. And like they traded their one good pass rusher to the Chargers, which I still don't understand. Yeah, Odafe. frustrating because then here's the way it goes is you miss all the balances, but then eventually like the game normalizes. You stop making the mistakes, but now the Bengals are moving the ball well, and everything about it just infuriating. Yeah, Perine's been a really good change of pace for Chase Brown. He's been really good this year.
Yeah, Hitman. I mean, I don't want to like jinx him or anything, but like Hitman kind of nailed the Chase Brown look, because this is even like a game script where like it's good for Chase Brown. Oh my God, did Tinsley? No, he didn't. For Chase Brown receptions, for Chase Brown carries over, but he had Chase Brown carries under, and like even in a good game script, Chase Brown's pretty far away from that right now because they've mixed in Perine quite a bit, and they're throwing a ton. Very pass happy.
Yeah,
Bro looks pretty good though.
Man.
I don't know. He's been a mix. Like he's missed some easy throws as well. I think he's under 50%.
His foot though, like think his foot's fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine. All right, you gotta start getting off the field on these third downs now.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, like Burrow's under 50% completion percentage right now. He's not been accurate. This is not the 68, 69% Burrow completion percentage that we're used to.
A lot of college football tomorrow.
Yeah, lots.
Oh, have you figured out, Jeff, if you're going to be able to join us in studio for the watch along?
Yeah, I think I'll be there.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Come on, Ravens.
Big 3rd and 7. I cannot cover this guy.
All right, I guess hold him to the field goal. And then
we'll get our 22-22 in overtime.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of time left probably still, but yeah. Ah, jeez, come on, man. They just can't get off.
Okay, it would have been a glorious day if they closed, if the Ravens ended up closing, but you can't win them all.
Yeah, but why not? Why not? Why not one just glorious day, George?
Listen, it's been a good year. This would have been a really good Thanksgiving, but we'll see. Still some game left.
I hate both these teams. I want to bet against both of them already next week. I don't even know who they play. Ravens.
The Bengals.
Yeah,
The
both
Bengals.
Ravens steal. Bengals play the Bills. We know that, yeah.
Couple of
Bengals
6-6 Ravens Steelers.
Ravens have a tough schedule. Another 3rd down. What do we think happens here?
Conversion.
Of course. Another conversion.
Can we get a turnover?
They're
Like we're due one high
probably,
variance. We're due one
convert
big
and
play, right?
kick a field goal again, just like every single drive they've had so far.
I think we're due for a turnover. Like we're owed a break or two, because that would reopen this game in a massive way.
We're not getting shit.
Yeah, they'll get their turnover regression like in a week or two when you actually bet against them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Come on, man.
Holy shit. Well,
wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. That's how the defense responded to their first, like. That was good. Good work there.
That's the story. Like, they convert 3 third downs on that drive. What are you going to do?
Damn. Is Harbaugh in trouble there?
No. I always revert to the who are you going to hire that's better?
Yeah. And the owner, like, just loves them.
It's like Matt LaFleur. It's so odd. 2 weeks ago, the story was, is Matt LaFleur going to get fired? And now they're 8-3-1. And it's like that conversation is deader than dead.
Damn. Well, you really thought that touchdown would give the defense a little bit of life too. Was not the case.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fucking ugly. 5.7 yards per attempt for Joe Burrow, 50% completion percentage.
I mean, at this point, the Ravens are not going to cover the spread. You almost
Sure,
just
so
hope the Bengals win outright for Survivor.
Happy Thanksgiving. Coming in with the Bengals. That's his team, right?
who?
Yep.
Mike Durso.
Oh yeah, the Ravens, man. Their defense just got cooked.
Yeah, now that they're not covering, you just at this point you just hope for the Bengals to win outright for Survivor. Not like a big ownership, but like just gets some people out.
Oh, Circa Survivor is going to be decimated. All 3 doggies winning today.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
put-
that's right. Because there's a Thanksgiving. Yeah. Thanksgiving game. You have to.
Even Bulls Survivors. Yeah, it's going to be a game changer.
Oh, the Ravens need like a miracle. Well, I guess they score if they get a touchdown on this drive. There'll be like 11 minutes left, right?
Yep. Still, they need to make the stop though. I don't know if they got it in them now. You need a turnover. You need like the 4 insanely high leverage plays that the Bengals got. You need the Ravens to get 1 or 2 of those. I didn't know. Is this a thing? Jason freaks out like the bookies are coming for him. When
Do you remember that game? What game was that? That it was at the Rams. It was the Rams
and Niners.
49ers Thursday nighter.
Yeah, that was a freak out.
Yeah, but the thing is, for like the Ravens to even cover, you need the Bengals to score again too.
Oh no, there's no cover. There's no
No.
world.
Well,
You
there's
need-
a world. I mean, there's a world, right? You got to get at this point, like, you got to get the 29-29 into overtime. The Bengals get another field goal at one point in the fourth, and the Ravens score 2 touchdowns, one with a 2-point, and then
Yeah.
you're into overtime, and then you get a opening drive touchdown from the Ravens, and then the Bengals don't score.
29-29,
7-point win.
29-29 is the new 22-22.
Yeah, and soon it's gonna be like, 36-36 or something.
That's what we're gonna need for the Ravens.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing as a fan is like doing the math of like how you get
Yeah.
there. It's
Yeah.
just if all these things break right, then it could happen.
9 for 17. Is that good for Lamar?
No, not
My
really.
God, that's brutal. Mind you, that OPI was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible. He should have 2 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot that should be.
Well, these guys are fucked. All right, boys. Good luck.
All right, Jeff. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. Good luck.
Chat
Get the
soon.
miracle. Let's get the 29-29 miracle.
Absolutely.
Good luck to the Chargers this weekend.
Oh, please.
Oh, please, as he tips out. Well,
Ooh, this is a good question. I love hearing that Lamar is better than Burrow. I'm curious. In the chat, who do you think is the better quarterback? Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson?
let's see if I know
Alex?
how to post a poll.
You have a thought on that?
My thought is I would like to post a poll, but I don't know how to post a poll. I think I love Burrow. I love Burrow very much, but if I had to pick one quarterback to be my quarterback for my team, I would pick Lamar for sure. What about you?
I think it's a close discussion.
It's
think
close for
they're-
sure. But what decides it for me is Burrow just hasn't shown, and I guess you could argue this a little bit with Lamar too, but Burrow hasn't shown an ability to stay healthy enough. That's it. That's basically all it boils down to for me. It's just that I'm worried about Burrow being on the field more so than I'm worried about Lamar being on the field, even though Lamar has missed.
See,
has
I'm the
missed time as
opposite.
well.
I'm worried about what Lamar looks like in 5 years.
In 5 years, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that too. If we're like projecting long term,
But right now,
they both come with risks. They both come with risks for sure.
one game. What right now? I want Lamar. I think in one
Yeah.
game.
Agreed. Or like this for like next season, I'm taking Lamar.
But we
But
have not seen Burrow with a defense in a while.
no, we haven't.
Let's go,
And
Derek.
Burrow will age well too.
That's not a bad play to Derrick Henry there.
Like, yeah, when Lamar's legs kind of go, he's gonna really
Yeah, and
struggle.
he's starting to pick up like a lot of knick-knack injuries right now. He started with the hammy, and now it's like ankle, toe, knee. It's like last few weeks he's picked up a new injury every week.
Mm-hmm. What are you rooting
Big
for
Max
now?
Bill, good call. He said the over is going to hit in the second half. It has been a very fast second half.
What are you rooting for now?
I still want the Ravens.
Money
six-
line? Do
I
you
have
just want
six-
them to win?
I have 6.5, man. I have a good number. I'm
saying. So
I'm still dreaming of an overtime.
Okay, yeah. So you're saying spread's done. I'm saying spread's not fully done. Like it's not.
Yeah, but listen,
I know. Spread's
but part of it is also I give out 7 on the Thanksgiving extravaganza yesterday. I don't know about you, but I take pride in like the stuff I give out, and I don't want that stuff to lose. So
100%. 100%. If I bet a hockey total at open at like over 5.5, and I end up giving out like over 6 plus money, and I get to 6 goals, I very, very, very much am rooting for that 7th goal, even though I
Yes.
cashed my ticket
Yes.
already.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. Big fourth quarter. Christmas movies. Are you a Home Alone? Are you a Home Alone guy?
Oh, love Home Alone.
I do too.
Love Home Alone. Love it.
That was my childhood.
Yeah. But only the first 2 though. I know there's like
Oh no, there's no
third
third.
or what. Yeah, I know. Just the first 2, but yeah, absolutely love it. Every year, I watch both of those at one point. Yeah, I like the Santa Claus movies too. Tim Allen ones. They're kind of nostalgic, I think, because I watched those with my cousins when I was a kid. Like every year, we'd kind of watch those ones. Big fan of those ones.
You know what?
Yeah, Durso, I'm on the fence about. I don't know if I want to introduce my son to it yet because he's still like just shy of 3, and I feel like might scare him a little bit still. And I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know what the time is to do it.
That has to be like the beauty of having kids is like sharing your childhood memories with them and like wanting to see them watch it for the first time.
Yeah.
I always said if I had a kid, I'd want them to watch wrestling. I grew up watching wrestling. It was a big part of my childhood. I think it's every kid should have watched wrestling as a childhood. I think your child is completely different if you knew what wrestling was.
Wrestling was, but that was like the golden age of wrestling. Wrestling now, I don't know. I don't watch wrestling now, but like wrestling now feels like it's not what wrestling.
Yeah, no, it's not.
was,
No, I'd
right?
rewatch the classics with them. Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. Have you ever seen this? I didn't even.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but I don't know if that's necessarily a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure that it was a. I've never seen it, but I
don't
wasn't
think
sure.
Christmas movie when I think of that. You know.
Why? What's the premise? It takes time during Christmas. Like, what's the prerequisite to be a Christmas movie? Does it have to be about Christmas, or does it just have to be in Christmas time?
It comes to the old Die Hard debate, right? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Because it's a Christmas party at the office. That's when the whole thing happens. Yeah, this is the Die Hard battle. See from Durso.
Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, so then Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is not a Christmas movie.
Well, it depends. It has to be.
But
a
it
li-
is. It's traveling for the holidays. Chevy Chase, National Lampoon. That is an absolute classic too. That is hilarious. It ages so well too.
I have never seen it. What?
You've never seen it.
No,
We
no.
might need to do a watch along of us watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Hey, the Hammer
Great
movie
movie.
watch along. We watch
Yeah,
classic movies.
great movie. Yeah, Durso to the night before. That's a funny movie. It's a newer one. It's a very funny movie.
Yeah, the problem is, Alex, instead of watching those movies, I was watching Mr. Francis Coppola's Godfather. Those were my childhood movies.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what another iconic comedy Christmas movie is? Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton.
Hmm,
You seen that one?
have not seen it. I've heard
Oh
good.
my! Do you watch movies or what?
Wow, listen, I watch movies.
Like, come on,
I just
man.
matured very like. Listen, I watched a lot of Steven Seagal stuff when I grew up. I like got into the action and drama at a young age.
Oh, Lamar. Yeah, that's fair, but like Bad Santa is like that's not like a kid's like Bad Santa is like that's like that's
No,
a very rated R. That's like a good movie.
But that came out later, right? We weren't
Yeah, a
kids.
little bit, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. For me, I think for me, I was a kid.
When did it come out? What year?
That's a good question. Let's see.
I'm actually gonna make them go crazy.
2003.
Yeah, so
2003.
I was 17 in 2003.
Okay. Yeah, I was 12.
Oh wow. Yeah, this is over.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
One of those games, turnover in the red zone. Yeah. This is fucking bananas. All the
Wow.
variants in one game.
Yeah, tip to the line.
Oh man. I'm gonna send them
Should
an
we
orbit.
put on National Lampoons right now or what?
Yeah, just put. I don't want to watch this fucking game anymore. I'm gonna send them in orbit. I have not watched Elf.
You haven't watched Elf. So that, talking about introducing our kids to movies, I don't like, I didn't know how it was gonna go because like it's not a cartoon, it's like a whatever. So we put Elf on for my kid the other day and he was dialed. He loved it. We watched the whole thing in like 2 different sittings. I don't want to like sit there and watch a movie for an hour and 40 minutes with him. That's a lot of screen time. But yeah, we did it in a couple different sittings and yeah, he loved it. Absolutely loved it. I hadn't seen it in a few years too, and I was like, man, that stands the test of time too. Really good movie. It's a little bit corny at times or whatever, but like awesome movie.
Cody says, "I just hate Christmas. I'm the Grinch." That's I know. Speaking of, I never watched that either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you watched The Grinch or what?
Oh,
So
no.
okay, never mind. Enough Christmas movies that you haven't seen. What Christmas movies have you seen? So you've seen it, the Home
Can I-
Alone movies. What else?
Can you pull up like a list of best Christmas movies, and I'll tell you which ones
Yeah,
I've
let
seen.
me
and
try and
haven't?
do that.
That might be
One sec.
easier. Just
Okay.
live Christmas watch along instead of the Thursday nighter. We'll watch Christmas movies in the watch along.
Let me find an actual list. Rotten Tomatoes 100. I don't know if that's gonna be. Do we want like a top Christmas?
I need like a
movie of all time?
BuzzFeed or something like that. One of those lists.
IMDb top 100 Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah, you give me the list. I'll tell you if I've seen it or not. I'm not one of those guys who says, "Yeah, I've seen it," but I don't remember it. You ever hear somebody say that?
Because I'll quiz you.
why.
Oh yeah, of course.
And
Yeah,
they don't want to get caught up in like a lie, so they say,
you
"I
can
don't
tell pretty
remember."
quickly too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a Wonderful Life from 1946. Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't seen all the other ones.
You've seen It's a Wonderful Life?
No.
No, neither have I.
Anyway, it was a movie.
Oh, Die Hard's on this list. All right, there we go. So that settles it. Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Christmas Carol, I haven't seen. Okay, let's get into the real movies here. These are some of the older ones. So Elf, National Lampoons, there you go. You got to watch that one.
Have not seen it. I've seen the
Um,
new version of Miracle on 34th Street, not this 1947 one.
Okay, fair. I haven't seen any of them. I don't know what they're about. Gremlins, I don't
remake-
even
the
know what
remake.
that is. That doesn't look like a Christmas movie to me. Bad Santa right
Oh.
there. Cannot believe you haven't seen Bad Santa.
No, Jack Frost. I like.
Edward Scissorhands, Christmas movie.
I didn't know that was a Christmas movie. I've obviously
It's
seen
not a
it.
Christmas movie.
Jack.
Come
Do
on.
you ever watch Jack Frost?
Yeah, I've seen Jack Frost with who's the guy in it?
I can't remember.
That's
It's
where,
just very,
and it's like the
very
dad
sad.
dies, but he comes back as a
Yes.
snowman, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very-
Yeah.
And
That
then they
is
moved
that
to
is
the
a sad
hockey.
movie.
I think
Yes.
it's the hockey arena, then to the
Into
mountains.
the arena. Yeah, that is a sad movie for sure. I remember that one. Polar Express, I've heard good things. I haven't seen it.
Same.
I don't know. Some of these don't. You've seen the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen?
Yes.
Okay. So those are good. I think most of the series is good. Obviously the first one's the best. It's always kind of the case.
Yeah,
Charlie
so I
Brown.
haven't missed too
Hmm.
many of these movies. You guys made it seem like I didn't have a childhood or something.
I've seen this. I'm pretty sure I watched this with my wife.
Happiest
Not that
Season,
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart.
Have you seen Love Actually? That's a
Uh,
classic.
No, I never even heard
Okay.
this movie.
Really? You've never heard of Love Actually?
No.
Man,
Today is the first day you are telling me this movie exists.
that's crazy. That's like it's got like a cult following almost, that movie. It's like
Someone asked
I feel like that's got to be in this. There's like this top 100 list. That's got to be like top 10 on most watched Christmas movies. Love
Oh,
Actually.
does this
the
one
cast
count-
is killer. It's like Hugh Grant and like everyone is in this movie.
What-
It follows
what
a
about
ton of storylines.
What about the movie The Friend Zone, where the guy loses all the weight, comes back to town, and takes place in Christmas?
Oh yeah, the not Dane Cook. Who's is it Ryan Reynolds? Yeah, it's Ryan
Yes, Ryan
Reynolds. Yeah, I think it's Just Friends. It's called.
Yeah, Just Friends. Is that a Christmas movie? Because it
Just-
takes place in Christmas. He
I think
returns
that's
home.
a Christmas movie. I would classify that as a Christmas
Yeah,
movie.
okay. I watched
Yeah.
that. That was good.
There's a lot of like Christmas themed things that happen in that movie. That's a good movie too. Pretty funny movie. The Night Before there. That's good. Yeah. Stop me if you've seen any of these.
The Holdovers.
Some of these are not Christmas movies. That's not a Christmas movie.
I think that's the better debate. Is like what are the parameters of a Christmas movie? Because if Batman Returns is a Christmas movie, okay, that's I've watched it. And I love that movie.
Have you seen this with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, is that with Danny DeVito as well? Or am
I
thinking
don't
twins?
think so. No,
I think
you're
it's
getting. I think the Danny DeVito one is
Twins.
Deck the Halls. Twins. Okay, no, there's a Deck the Halls one where he's in that with who's Ferris Bueller? Matthew Broderick.
No, I never watched that. I think I've seen this Schwarzenegger movie, Jingle All the Way. It's not one of those like
Him and
I'm
another
not-
dad are both trying to get like the same toy. There's like
yes.
like a-
Okay.
yeah.
Wow, you unlocked
Yeah.
the movie I completely forgot about.
Yeah, man, there you go. There you go.
Wow.
I don't know a lot of these ones. We're getting into some gritty ones here.
Yeah. These
Yeah.
are off the charts.
I don't know what these are. There's Just Friends though. There we go. So there you go. Christmas movie.
Yeah, it was a Christmas movie. Serendipity
Yeah.
is a Christmas movie.
I've never seen that.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Christmas with the Cranks is good too.
Never.
I enjoy Christmas with the Cranks.
Tim Allen did a lot of.
Besides-
Tim Allen had a Christmas run. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
I'm not gonna tell you like you got to go out and watch Christmas with the Cranks. It's not like that. It's more just like it's just a feel good movie. Like
Got it.
yeah. So you've seen very few of these, man. You got a
Yeah.
job this December. There's Deck the Halls here with Matthew
There's
Broderick,
football.
Danny
There's
DeVito.
football. Oh, there's football all day Christmas. I'm never gonna watch
Yeah.
this.
No, I'm not saying you watch them on Christmas Day. That's crazy. You gotta
Okay.
watch them on like, it's like a Wednesday night in, the middle of December. There's no football on. You need a little break from sports. You throw one on and you watch two back to back or something like that. Oh, Four Christmases. Great call. That is a great move. Vince Vaughn and I can't remember what the girl's name is.
You a Vince Vaughn guy?
John Favreau's in it too.
Oh, I like John Favreau.
obviously, because Favreau and Vaughn are boys. But yeah, that's a good movie.
Do you like Will Ferrell, Vince Vaughn, John Favreau?
Yep. Yeah. Nothing against them. I enjoy their. Wedding Crashers
And classic.
stands the test of time. It's iconic.
Owen Wilson is so good.
Yeah, I like Owen Wilson too. I know. I feel like he's a bit more polarizing than he probably should be.
You know who's polarizing? Jeff Daniels. He does high level comedy, but he's also was fantastic in The Newsroom. Have you ever seen that show?
Oh, incredible show! Incredible show!
Incredible.
Yeah,
He was
good.
He was in Speed. He was the cop.
Yeah.
He has
also
some serious
very
roles, but also
talented singer and musician too.
I didn't
Have you
know
heard
that.
his music?
Well,
Yeah, he's got albums out.
I saw him in The Newsroom playing guitar, so I assumed that
Yeah.
he got that gift.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. And honestly, he's very well spoken. I don't know if you've heard interviews with him and stuff. He's talked a lot about being a dad and parenthood and fatherhood and all that stuff. And he's just very very well spoken. I very much like Jeff Daniels.
Yeah. Me too.
Yes, I work tomorrow. I will be producing Hit the Books at 11 o'clock for Powers and Kanish, and then I will be transitioning quickly from Hit the Books into Hammer Daily, where myself and So Money will be on breaking down the
Edgework
entire
Overtime.
15-game NHL slate.
Beautiful.
Edgework Overtime. Yeah.
Who's on Hammer Daily tomorrow? I'm off, right? I don't have to prepare.
You're
any
off.
notes?
Yes, I know you're commuting to the studio. Our American colleagues are all off for which now I regret. I regret giving them a day off now that I know that it's not. So we're just very generous here at the Hammer. But yeah, none of them are. So we got Pips coming on for a little board session because we got quite a bit of NBA basketball tomorrow, and then we're going straight from the board into Edgework Overtime. So we're kind of a little flashback to last year's content, Edgework into the board into Edgework, sorry. Well, George, you got your 29-14, so now we just need the 15 points from Baltimore and then the 7 in overtime, and we're good.
No, there's a point where I give up. The Lamar pick is the point where I gave up. I said, it's over. It's too many things, too many variables went against us.
Have you seen Made? Do you even know what Made is?
American Made, the one with Tom Cruise.
I don't know.
That was a good movie. He was
don't
a
know.
drug runner.
I had that other tab up, so I was going through it. I feel like I just missed a ton of comments. Beautiful Girls when Uma Thurman is a smoke show. Have you seen Beautiful Girls? I have
Didn't
not.
even know it was a movie.
I might have to do a little research tonight.
Oh, what about Shawshank Redemption? Is that a Christmas movie?
No. Great movie though.
Why? It
Obviously, I mean,
happens.
I don't
There's
need to
there's
come out and
moments
say
of
that.
there's moments of
Yeah,
Christmas.
but
Yeah, what's the
on the IMDb official list.
That's one of
I
the
think
best
Christmas
movies
has to
I've
be
ever watched.
yeah, it is. It really is. I think Christmas has to be the defining kind of storyline of the movie. It's about you know what I mean? The whole thing has to revolve around some sort of Christmas themed thing. It can't just be something that happens while Christmas is going, during the Christmas season, where Christmas has nothing really to do with the movie, but
Yeah, because
the
that's
mall is decorated with some Christmas stuff because it's happening in December,
So there's movies where if they're across a long timeline, they almost always highlight the moments like a birthday or a Christmas party. Do you like movies that take place all in one day within the movie, or do you like movies that take place over years and there's character development, whereas the one day movie Paris with Love with John Travolta and yeah, right, that all takes place in basically a 24-hour window.
Yeah. I prefer movies that don't take place in a 24-hour window or a short time frame. I like things that are, they build and there's more But like I'm also I think there's movies that are like that are done well. Like I'm not like against. I'm not gonna like not watch a movie if it's like that. I think I don't think necessarily it's my preference, but like if it's a
I
good
gotta
movie,
tell
it's a good movie.
my two favorite types of movies, and I like drama. I like Leonardo DiCaprio. I like Italian mafia movies, but my two favorite, like they scratch my itch. One is like apocalyptic dystopian, what the world looks like when chaos descends, and like you're now fighting for your life. Your concept of everyday life is changed. Like Book of
Okay,
Eli,
so something like 28 Days Later, something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Book of
Yeah.
Eli, like, or something that stretches the creative, like breaks the norm of creative. Like there's a movie, so Matrix, for example, or like
Mm-hmm.
there was a movie, Arrivals, or like anything that breaks like the normative of creative. There's a movie called In Time with Justin Timberlake, where the concept is current time is currency, and you're 25 years old physically for life, like in appearance. But there's people who are hundreds of year old but look young because they have all this time to purchase stuff. Like I like the
Right.
creative out of the box stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Road, Children of
So
Men. These are
have you seen I feel like you'd like this The Lobster?
no, I didn't even hear about that.
I think you'd like The Lobster then. It's kind of that very like different like yeah, it's that out of the box kind of thinking. Like you basically like you have to it's like a dystopian world where like you need to be romantically engaged with a partner or you don't die but like you get turned into an animal basically, which sounds weird. Like I don't like describing it to people because it sounds dumb, but like it's a really well done movie. Yeah, you have to like have a romantic partner within like I can't remember the time frame, but like, it has to be within a certain amount of time or you get turned into an animal.
Can I tell you the weirdest, scariest movie I've ever seen?
Yeah.
Like this is fever dream weird, where like you can't grasp what's happening and it feels evil. I will never watch this movie again, but I couldn't stop thinking about it for at least 48 hours after it happened. I'm a guy, if I go to a movie theater and a movie hits me, I have to see it again within a week because I can't get it out of my mind. This movie had that feel, but the scariest movie I've ever seen. I will never watch it again. Of course he dropped it. Why would we get a break? Have you ever seen Midsommar?
Oh yeah, that is a creepy fucking movie.
That
Very.
movie broke my brain.
Yeah, really good movie. Really good
Anything
movie.
like
I watch a
that
lot of movies if you can't
pagan
tell.
cult, like Nordic pagan cult stuff,
Yeah.
fucking ripped my mind open, and I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
ever want to watch it again.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
literally
creepy ass movie, man.
like that's a movie you would never show to a kid, like to your kid, like at any age. 15, 16, never.
No.
Just it feels evil, doesn't it? I felt evil watching that movie.
Yeah. That's that's actually a movie I've only watched once, which is I love. Like I'm very into horror movies and stuff like that. Like I just I went to the theater to watch Weapons, and I just like I love when there's new horror movies out. I love going and watching them. I only watched that one once though. That's a fucked up movie.
It's fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
And it's not just the fact that like it's the way it was shot, where like there's enough. The movie made you feel on edge the entire time, like you didn't completely know what the fuck was happening. Creepy movie, creepy music, couple creepy looks, creepy characters, and you're like, what am I being walked into? Because it felt like I was being walked into a trap in that movie. I felt like I was the characters there, and they didn't even know what they were doing there. There was clearly something off about the town, but nobody could wrap their finger around it. It's just, it's the best movie I have watched that I will never watch again.
Yeah,
I love
think
watching
that's a good.
movies. Yeah, I love watching movies that I love again, so you can pick up on the extra details. It's the best movie I've ever watched that I will never watch again. It's a one-time watch for me.
Yeah. Yeah, really, that's a good call. I haven't thought about that movie in a while. This is a good question from Kyle too. If you like, or Cody mentioned it as well. Have you seen Hereditary?
No, what is it?
That's a
And
fucked up movie too.
Kyle's avatar on YouTube's creeping me out too. makes me
Yeah, I know.
makes me scared of that recommendation.
Hereditary is whew, that's a good one too. Also pretty fucked up and creepy, man. Oh, there's one scene where like, yeah, that movie will get you. I just actually watched a movie. There was also, I gotta find the name of it. It was like an Australian. Oh man,
You know, it's actually a scary movie that I watched. Like I wasn't prepared for going in.
yeah,
Bengals and Ravens on Thanksgiving football. This movie caught me off guard.
yeah. That was pretty terrifying. Overall game.
Just felt like it got out of hand. Just I'm gonna. This is a game where I'm gonna go back to the box score and say, how the fuck did the Bengals blow them out?
Here it's called. I'll share it with thing here because I can imagine this is a bit more of a deep cut. Not many people have seen it, but if people like those movies, Bring Her Back. Fucking really
That's
good.
creeping me back. That's
Really
creeping me out.
creepy. Yeah. Really good movie though. She basically like lost her daughter and she wants to try and bring her daughter back, but like she finds out there's like this old Russian, I don't know, ritual where like you can try and like bring these people back from the dead, but you got to use like a anyways, it's creepy, but it's like really well done and yeah, really really fucked up movie.
You know, it was a good movie that I watched in theater recently. Nuremberg. So
I did see that.
I've obviously heard of the Nuremberg trials, but I never watched the movie. I never knew the details. I got to tell you something. Russell Crowe. Is that his name? Russell Crowe?
Yeah, Russell Crowe.
I lost him. I stopped seeing him in the movie. He was totally immersed in his character. I believed he was the second most powerful man in Germany around World War II. That's how lost I got into his character.
Wow,
Just
interesting. I gotta check
incredible acting. That is, when you're seeing an Oscar-worthy performance. I remember watching Manchester by the Sea.
Oh, great movie.
And I walked out, and I almost didn't watch it. There's a big film critic in Toronto named Richard Krause, and I worked with him, and he gave it a 4 out of 5, but he doesn't give 5s. He gives 4.5's the best he can give, but he gave it a 4. And he's never let me down. He's never steered me wrong. I look at the trailer, Alex. There's nothing to it, and I say to him,
"To Manchester by the Sea or Nuremberg?"
Yeah. To Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah.
And I said to him, why is this a good movie? I saw the trailer and there's nothing to it. He goes, those are the best movies. They do not want to give away anything. Right? That won't make money, but that's like art. So I watched it.
That was Casey Affleck was special in that movie.
I walked out of it, Alex, and I said to my buddy, Casey Affleck just won the fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
When you watch an Oscar-worthy performance, Russell Crowe in Nuremberg, I walked out and I could not get over his character. And listen, Rami Malek was in it, and Rami Malek's a fantastic actor. And they had so many scenes of dialogue.
I don't even remember Rami Malek.
Rami Malek played in he played in the show Mr. Robot.
Yeah, no, I know who Rami Malek is. I'm saying I don't remember him in Manchester by the Sea.
No, he's not. No, I'm talking about Nuremberg. Sorry to confuse you.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I was gonna say,
his character interacts with Russell Crowe's character throughout the movie. Like they share the most dialogue, and he was fantastic. Rami Malek was fantastic, but Russell Crowe was just that much better.
Interesting. Okay, I gotta watch this one now.
You know what?
Watch this one.
It's funny, Danny. There was a dumb movie, COVID times. The first movie I saw after COVID, like the madness happened, was the one where he's in his car and he's chasing a woman. And it's just poorly rated movie. But I was so desperate to go to the theaters, and I'm like, this is such a shit movie. And Russell Crowe, why would he waste a performance like that? You're right. When he's into the movie, like when it's a banger with him, and he has bad movie selection sometimes. You know who's like that? Alex is Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp doesn't know how to turn down a role. Like Leonardo DiCaprio protects his art. He picks banger movies. Johnny Depp says, "Give me the biggest check you can find, and I'll be in your movie."
Yeah, that's fair. I think that.
Oh yeah. Nikki Noodles, Gone Baby Gone. Casey Affleck,
great movie, incredible movie. I was gonna
Great
bring that up too. Yeah, incredible movie.
You know what else was a sleeper banger? I'm going through Netflix stuff, and like this is like 7-8 years ago. There's a movie called Mystic River, and I just kept.
I've heard of it.
I kept scrolling past it because I'm like,
see if I've seen
Mystic River. I'm like, there's no way I like this kind of movie. I don't even know what it was. And then I stopped on it, and it was like the character from Shawshank Redemption, the main actor. It was there was 3 big actors in it. Sean Penn, and there was one other one.
Okay.
And then I read the description. I'm like, okay, let me get
Sean Penn, Tim Robbins, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Fishburne's in it too.
Yes. Banger.
Yeah, true. I've never seen this one.
But the name Mystic River, like Alex, you imagine me, I'm just scrolling. I'm like, there's no way I'm reading the description.
Yeah, I'm watching a movie called
the fuck is Mystic River, right? I'm like, there's no way. And then I happen to land on it, and I'm like, oh, whoa, look at all these actors in it. And then I read the description. I'm like, okay, I'm fucking in. This sounds amazing.
Yeah. Huh. I got to give that one a watch.
Yeah, Sean Penn was fucking great in that movie. Yeah. Durso, when he arrives to the scene, the crime scene, he channeled it in. Oh, I actually read something. I'm like a movie. Now you got me in my zone, not these Christmas movies that I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the movie Brothers?
Brothers, or like 4 brothers?
No, Brothers, where the guy goes to the military. He's in captivity. His wife gets close to his brother.
No.
Okay, I'm not going to.
Like a movie I'd love though. I love military movies, war movies.
It's Tobey Maguire, and there's a scene in the kitchen. And
Jake Gyllenhaal's in this too.
Yes, he's the brother. So
How have I not seen this?
So Tobey Maguire, there's a scene where he's in the kitchen, and they told him to improvise. Okay, Alex, his co-stars were all scared of him.
Oh, I have seen this movie.
The scene,
Natalie Portman. Yeah, I have seen this movie, and he's fucked right when he comes back, right?
Yes, and that was all freestyle.
Yes.
He channeled rage like I've never seen it before. He tapped into like he was in a dark place in that scene because it was fucking crazy good.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen. I think I've just seen that once a while ago, but yes, I do remember this movie now. I want to watch that again. It's on Crave apparently, so. I love war movies. Anything around like, war, military, any of that stuff.
Are you
I love Fury. Did you like Fury? Did you like Fury?
Okay, I have a love-hate with war movies. I think when they're done really well, they're really like I hated Dunkirk.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Dunkirk either. I watched that in theaters too.
They all get high praise because it's like
yes, because you can't not praise it and like whatever, but like I think there's a bit more grace for.
I haven't seen Hacksaw Ridge, and I've heard Hacksaw Ridge is really good.
Hacksaw Ridge is good. Saving Private Ryan is obviously just a classic. The first 30 minutes of that.
That was the first war movie I've ever really. Did you see? Did you see Body of Lies with Russell Crowe, oddly enough, and Leonardo DiCaprio? Good movie.
No.
Good.
The Hurt Locker. The Hurt Locker is also fantastic.
Yeah, that's where I discovered Anthony Mackie. I discovered him in 8 Mile, but that was like when I saw him.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and you know the other thing that bothers me, Durso, as a kid, I was never taught about the Battle of Dunkirk, so it didn't feel like a big moment in the war, and I had to watch an entire movie about this pivotal moment in the war, so there was a bit of a miss there for me.
What's the one with oh wow, there's a swing play, a bit too late in the game for it though.
Yeah. Way too
Fumble
late.
from P. Ryan. What's the Taylor Kitsch is in it? Where there's like a team of them and they're trying to go and man, they got caught up in the mountain.
Say that again. When they were pinned
Taylor
down,
Kitsch,
right?
you know, like Taylor Kitsch, you know who Taylor Kitsch is, right? Tim Riggins from Friday Night Lights. He's been in a bunch of stuff, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
and they're
No,
like
I remember Tim
they're
Riggins.
in like the mountains of like I think Pakistan. I think they are in. Oh, Lone Survivor. There we go from Kyle. Yes, Lone Survivor. Yeah, that's a great movie too.
Is that the one where they're all pinned down? And it's a Mark Wahlberg movie, or am I thinking of another army movie? They're pinned down and
I
they can't
think-
move in the mountains. I think it is.
Yeah. I think pretty sure Mark Wahlberg's in that as well. Lone Survivor. I haven't seen that one in a while too, but I just remember Taylor Kitsch being Wahlberg is in that as well. Emil Hirsch, Emil Hirsch, who's have you seen what's
I got
his the Into the Wild? I like those like kind of more indie Into the Wild was really good, based on a true story as well. Into the Wild was very good.
Alex, I got to tell you, sometimes I'm easily influenced by a show or a movie. Where like I watch Friday Night Lights, the show. I watched the movie first, but then the show. I wanted to move to Texas and become a high school football player.
Same,
It made me want to
same
move.
here, man. 100%. I wanted to move to the just like let me go to the games on Friday nights and just
Small
let me,
town
you know,
Texas. Let me be
let me live the dream for a little while. Let me be Buddy Garrity for a few years, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, Into the Wild was very good. In that same kind of vein, like of like more indie, longer movies. Have you seen the Ethan Hawke Boyhood?
Is that the one that was filmed over 30
Filmed
years?
over like yes.
Yes.
Also a very, very good movie. Long movie, obviously has like its lulls and stuff, but like a really well done movie, very unique.
Alex, I gotta say
really
something.
enjoy that too.
Outside of the game, it's been a good like our props. Chase Brown over receptions, Isaiah Likely over yards, Derrick Henry under yards. You had Lamar Jackson over rushing yards. We killed it
and
from
over
a prop
carries
perspective.
and over carries. Every single one of them goes. Yeah.
We went 5 for 5 on our individual props. We didn't win the SGP or the Charlie Kohler anytime touchdown. I mean, it's still pending the anytime touchdown, but we should be happy. This is one we went.
Yeah,
we won all 5 of our individual bets.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean,
Okay, I'm glad that people are agreeing with me on the Dunkirk take because I've had arguments with my friend group about it.
yeah, they just were not.
Because the movie was all visuals, and the problem is once you've seen the astonishing visuals, if there's no rewatchability because there's no great characters, no great dialogue, then it's a one-time visual. Like the movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
I'll never watch that. Like once the novelty of like what space looks like in a panic situation happens, there's no rewatchability. Why would I ever rewatch that movie?
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Oh, you know what else I like? Movies like Shutter Island.
Oh, Shutter Island was fantastic.
With a twist, right?
Yeah.
You rewatch it the second time and you pick up on the intricacies that they were.
Yes.
Giving
And all
away.
the little things that you kind of missed. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now you're watching it awake. You're not watching it through the character's eyes. I fucking love on the rewatch catching the little stuff you missed.
Yeah. You know what? The first movie where I really realized that to like be the case was Holes. Have you seen Holes? It's like a more of like when you were, but like I remember watching Holes when I was a kid and then like watching it again and again, and I was like, man, and you like pick up on things, you know what I mean? You realize like stuff that you missed the first time. And
Alex, I read the book first, and then
really okay,
yes. So the twist in the book itself was like amazing.
Yeah.
When we grew up, we the 3 books we had to read were Holden Caulfield. What was the book? The character Holden Caulfield. You know?
Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, Catcher in the Rye, Lord of the
Catcher
Flies, and Holes. Those were the 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian
I don't.
says the
I
movie
actually
is so good.
have you seen All Quiet on the Western Front?
Mark Andrews gets there too, like unbelievable. All the props were good today. All Quiet on the Western Front. No, I didn't even heard of this movie.
That's one of the more recent ones onto Netflix. Another war movie.
Oh, it's recent. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, the Ravens game like perfectly summed up in one fucking play again. That's fucking unreal. 5 turnovers from Baltimore to 1.
That's tough for Hitman too, because that means Chase Brown is gonna
Rush
get
it
there
once.
now. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's a good movie recently? Okay, so I've got like a bad arm. Couldn't feel my shoulder. And we were going to theaters to watch, I think it was Bad Boys 3 was out at the same time. And last minute, my buddy says, why don't we watch 1912, the movie about the war, the trench warfare?
Yeah.
So I smoked a little hash. So you're not high, but it completely like mellows
Like
your
a body buzz. Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah,
my
yeah.
shoulder was hurting. I'm like, let me like Alex, I'm like paralyzed with anxiety in that movie because it's like one camera shotting trench warfare and walking through it. 1917, sorry, I kept calling it 1912. What happened in 1912? Is that the year Titanic sunk, or am I thinking something else? It's I would never rewatch it, but in the theater, it was a anxiety ridden movie. Like yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. I know the movie you're talking about, but I don't think I've actually seen it.
There's some movies you have to watch in theater. Like that movie would not hit the same at home.
If you were just sitting on your couch watching, yeah.
Avatar does not hit the same if you're not watching that in theater.
Yeah. Are you how are you good at, like, if you want to dial in at home to a movie, are you good at not getting distracted or like
No.
picking up your phone?
No. In fact, can I tell you a bad attribute I have? Rather than going with a new movie I haven't seen because you have to focus in, I rewatch movies I've seen because I can listen to the dialogue while I'm on my phone.
And
fucking terrible because I refuse to like lock in for 2 hours. It's bad. It's a bad trait.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I do
it's
that.
terrible.
I'm always rewatching movies. Like I rewatch movies a lot more than I watch new movies. Like it's like the ratio is like honestly like 4-1, where I'm like rewatching movies like several times before I'm like, okay, you know what? Finally, I want to watch a new movie.
Ryan Morrow says, I like 1917, but mostly for the director point of it all. So I love a great director. I'm not around. Like, you know, Mad Max Fury Road?
Yeah.
Rewatch that movie.
But yeah, I know. I haven't even seen it. I haven't watched it.
The main character is centered in the entire movie, every single scene. And you don't realize it till the movie's over. And you're like, that is director brilliance. The Martin Scorsese walk through the kitchen one shot, that's director brilliance. That's like the next level of like I love Christopher Nolan. So like Christopher Nolan's brilliant. And he makes the type of movies I'm talking about, like outside the box concept, like Memento and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Interstellar was a banger in the theaters. Oh my goodness, what a movie!
You watched that in theaters?
Yeah. Nolan is my favorite director. Okay, Scorsese is my favorite director of all time because of the nostalgia of growing up with him. But Christopher Nolan's my favorite director.
So Dunkirk didn't ruin Christopher Nolan for you?
No, because again, that was Nolan like jizzing all over the screen with how good he is. But there was nothing more to it as far as like character and everything goes.
Fair.
Sometimes you got to stunt as a director. Like,
yeah.
I love Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
Yeah.
But that movie, it was the one where he won the award for, won the Oscar. What was it called? The movie where he's attacked by the bear. The Revenant. Okay.
The Revenant. I haven't seen The Revenant.
Leonardo DiCaprio not only got outshined by his co-star Tom Hardy. I think in Iñárritu, the guy who won back-to-back director awards, he stole the show in that movie. Okay.
How have I not seen The Revenant?
Okay, this movie right
worth
here,
watching, yeah.
I would never rewatch it, but it's good to watch it once. Okay, Prasoon, how is Tenet? Tenet is the worst Christopher Nolan movie's ever done. I hated that movie. It was I'm a creative thinker and it confused me. It was just fucking stupid. And it had sound issues. There was a lot of it wasn't mixed properly. It was the worst Christopher Nolan movie by far. Fuck. I don't know if you know this. I love movies. I know we started off on a bad
I didn't know Insomnia was Christopher Nolan.
Oh, buddy. Nolan is a creative. Have you ever seen him walk you through like, and here's what I like. When he does Interstellar, he brings on like multiple physicists to like does this make sense? Obviously it's an outside the box concept, but does this make any sense from a physics perspective? I see Neil deGrasse Tyson like nerds out on like the stuff that's scientifically accurate. And he was given props to the guy that Christopher Nolan used in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just added a few movies to my list here that I gotta watch.
So it was like he won the award in one of his worst movies. It's awful. It's like, oh fuck, we have to give it to this guy. We haven't given it to him forever. That's how it felt. Like it was like a sympathy Oscar, which I hate. And he should have won many times over. Fuck, I love DiCaprio. He's one of my favorites all time. Yeah. Like they go to another Earth and he slows the, like it's the details, slows the music to make you feel that you're in a different world. Like Nikki, he should have won for so many. Like I love The Aviator. I love Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can is incredible.
Leo should have won multiple Oscars many times over. Oh, got a banger movie for you. You ever seen The Last King of Scotland?
Nope.
Oh my. Fuck it. No, that's the movie you have to watch. Forrest Whitaker plays an African.
That's
like
the one where he has. Oh, okay.
But who's inspired by like a Western culture, and he pretends like he's the king of Scotland. Fucking.
Is it a show or a movie?
Movie. Forrest Whitaker.
Okay.
Slam dunk movie. Incredible movie.
I love Forrest Whitaker too. Okay,
yes. Okay. Yeah. Big Mac Phil. One battle after another. This is the one that just came out. Fucking hated this movie. This was the new Leo movie. Hated this movie. Worst Leo movie I've seen in a long time. Truly. First of all, I hate the premise of like protesters and extremists and like. So I don't like the premise of the movie, but nothing of that movie was good. I almost walked out of the theater, and I have a couple friends that liked it a lot, but a lot disliked it. I just was not a fan. Yes, the first 30 was like a fever dream.
Have you watched No Country for Old Men?
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I love like old. You know what I like, Alex? Movies that put you in like a different time, like a previous time era. I love the game. I'm not a gamer. I have not. My PS5 has not been turned on in 2 years.
Yeah, I used to play FIFA only, and then even then I
only bought it. I only bought it for one game.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it for Red Dead Redemption. I felt like I was
the game.
I felt like I was Alex. I felt like I was a cowboy. I was riding around hunting. You don't know Red Dead Redemption? It's like the best game.
No. I never played video games in my life. Like the only video games I've ever played were like sports games. I played like some mostly FIFA, like some maybe some like wrestling ones back in the day, and some hockey and Madden, but like for the most part I never really played.
It's a Rockstar game, so the creators of Grand Theft Auto. and it's open world, but you're in a timepiece of like the Wild West, right? But there's different towns, and it shows the growth of like the old saloon, and you go to the town with like four stores, and I'm gonna tell you something. Yes, Marcus Erickson, same thing. I'm not a video game player, but love Red Dead Redemption 2. Alex, I only wish that I could replay the game with having never played it, to experience it again for the first time. That's the kind of game it is.
True. Okay. Maybe I'll look into it. I don't even know where my PS5 would be, but
I gotta
be
say,
worth it.
This game sucked from like a side perspective.
Yeah.
The conversation in this fourth quarter was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'm going to just have to start watching a few of these new ones now, and then you're going to have to watch some of the ones that you haven't seen. And you know what? Speaking on that vein of like No Country for Old Men and the Western and, you know, Red Dead Redemption, it sounds like that's kind of on the similar vein here. Have you seen Hell or High Water?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. All right.
Loved it.
Great movie. So like that's like my I love movies like that.
Me too. Who was the actor, the old sheriff, the white guy? Is it Jeff? Not Jeff Daniels. It's
no, it's not. I gotta go. It's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, it's gonna piss me off too. He was so fucking funny and good in that movie.
Oh, so good.
And his native cop partner.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Oh, loved it. What a movie, man. That movie hooked
Incredible
me 30
movie.
seconds in. Like that one was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Some movies wind you in.
That's one where I've watched that. Like I've watched that one like 3 or 4. It's been a while though. Like I haven't seen it in years, but I watched that like the first time, like soon after it came out, and I probably watched it like 3 more times after that within like 2 years of it coming out.
Alex, listen, I don't want to take any more time. Congratulations, anybody who had like Bengals spread, money line, any props. I think the props did amazing. Like, honestly, we did the Thanksgiving extravaganza. The props were fucking hitting. We nailed it. We gave out 5 individual plays. All 5 individual plays won. Alex, it's our best like combo night ever.
Yeah, we wish we didn't lock in the Ravens second half, but props wise was fantastic.
Yeah, once the game turned, like the worm went bad, we had to stop drinking tequila, and we didn't stop drinking tequila. Listen, movie talk with the Bengals win. Mike Durso, that's a great night. Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you guys all. We'll be back Friday. Watch along. Rob's in studio. I'm gonna be there. Jason's gonna be there. Also, Jeff Feinberg's gonna be there. Friday Hammer Daily loaded. We got the board. We got Edgework overtime. 11 a.m. We're going to have Hit the Books special time. 11 a.m. for Hit the Books. They'll get you primed for all the games tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. Do me a favor. If you haven't done it, just smash the like button on the way home, way out the stream, and drop a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed the movie talk. Maybe we'll bring it back next Thursday if it's a blowout, but I think Detroit, Dallas will be a lot more competitive than this one. Good night, everybody. Alex, thanks so much.
Thank you.
And thank you to our sponsor, FanDuel. We'll see you all tomorrow on the Hammer Betting Network.